Okay, sound off real quick just to make sure everybody's here. We got Doug,
Yep.
we got Adam,
Mm-hmm.
we got Max,
Hey.
and Sean,
Yes.
and Ted.
Yep.
Okie dokie. So, who wants to recap what occurred last time for a +1 to a roll of their choice? You might legitimately remember better than I do at this point. It's been a couple weeks for me.
Oh,
We
I have a
started.
horrible note here. Blood in the bed, blood on the floor.
Yep.
That's
Yeah, I believe that was at the frat house.
yeah, in
Mhm.
Reggie's room.
Yeah, I know we started in Omarosa's apartment with cleanup. Right? That's that episode.
No.
No,
We started
too
at the
far
murder
back.
house,
You
right?
started right after the
Oh.
talk with the dean.
Dean, yeah.
And then we went right. Wouldn't we have then gone to the frat house? Because wouldn't
Yep.
that be right by?
Yeah.
Yeah, you went directly from there to the frat house, which is where you all convened to investigate.
Well, someone else has got to recap because the only thing I care about
Amros
is my
looked in the
carpet.
fridge.
And if it's not about my carpet, I don't know.
Well, Amros did inventory the shit out of a fridge.
That's true. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
all like we pretended to be like crime scene CSI
Well, yeah, you just
people.
walked up to a guy and he's like, "You're like, I'm here to help," and he's like, "Okay," just handed you the clipboard. And left.
Yeah, who was it that got us in? Was that
It was Cam.
Cam? Yeah.
Yeah, Cam Big Dick, the like the junior cop out front.
Yeah, I'll try. So we started right before the murder house and then got to the murder house. And during our investigations, we became very concerned that a cop was involved or in danger. So we decided to head out. But then, thanks to some weird visions, we realized it was actually, sorry, looking at names, Harlow that was in danger.
Yep.
And that there is someone pulling all the strings, and then that someone happens to be in the woods. So we
Mhm.
decided to desert our cop, who we now know is is a potential victim, even though I think he took him out.
Jim Danion. Yeah,
That
the
one.
the last you heard as you were racing at the edge is that Jim Danion gunned down a clown that
Yeah.
pulled a gun on him.
Yeah. And now we are on our way to the woods, and some of us are on the floor of the vehicle.
Yeah, so the other investigative things that snuck through is it's I think about 3. Rob had a couple of investigative things that came through in various places. Cam was in the process of leaning on the cop to get essentially a full list of mostly everything actually. Cam asked for several things from the cop. And I think Deb is currently waiting for the autopsy. Deb talked to a kindly older woman who was being a looky-loo all night and saw the door open and thought that was really strange because the door was open all night. At least at the point where she started watching it in the middle of the night.
That's right. We learned that the killer had walked through the frat house, like left all the sleeping frat bros and just dealt with the one.
Yep, walked over one of them on the stairs, which corresponded to a bit of magic that Harlow did some power borrowing from Awkward to determine that magic had been done on the door, magic had been done upstairs in the room, and magic had been done on the stairs, which corresponded to coming into the house, going and doing everything that the clown did in the room upstairs, and in walking over somebody on the stairs without them waking up. What else? Yeah, you had 2 people that were potential victims, one of which was the woman in the hospital, who works in the hospital, and the other was Jim Danion, the cop. The Jim Danion line was resolved thanks to a bad roll. And not friendly, fuck. Friendly got murked. Yeah, Rusty got murked by Jim Danion. And the other one, because of a bad roll, started to stalk Harlow. There was some spooky shit with you guys circling the wagons, Deb doing some maneuvers in the truck. You have left Harlow's car behind and are racing towards the forest, having decided, in spite of Rob's misgivings, Rob wanted to go to the hospital, thought it was really important to go to the hospital, but the rest of you were more or less like, nah, man, we gotta go to we gotta go to the forest. That's the actual epicenter of where something is happening.
You gotta cut off the
And
snake's head.
yeah, the thing having a like the epicenter being in the forest was first kind of divined a little bit backwards by Awkward, who didn't know that when I was saying minion versus monster, what I meant, and then was, I think, confirmed by Harlow with some divination magics, or at least Harlow got the shape of it, that there was some that
Yeah.
it was in the woods.
Yeah.
Okay, you at this point, as the episode ended, we saw two more Rusties walking out of the deeper woods. You are at this point now, having driven as fast as you could, are pulling up to the camping parking that you parked at previously. You parked like what, a week ago when you went camping?
Yeah, under the full moon.
Yep. Additionally, Deb, you know that you could stop here, or you don't really know where you're going in the forest, right? There hasn't really been, you just know into the forest is what you've heard. And there are plenty of ways to drive deeper into the forest, right? This is just one of the first big major like pedestrian stops for people who want to camp or want to get out and hike, right?
Yeah, I mean, I will slow down, but I'm not
Mhm.
stopping unless someone tells me. And even then, like, it's going to be a discussion.
Okay. So yeah, you keep moving further into the forest. What's everybody doing now? I think to lay out the car, we've got Harlow and Awkward who are on the floor, in the middle part. I think Cam was riding shotgun, right?
Sounds right.
Yeah. And then Amaros, where are you at?
If I'm not shotgun, then I'm probably like in the back row, like
Okay.
like the real back row.
Deb, Amaros, and Cam, if you would like to, you can give me a read a bad situation. You would get a bonus for being behind the wheel, Deb. You don't have to, obviously, because there's a chance of failure. But you three are the ones who are like, Amaros is looking out the back. The other two of you are keeping an eye out as you drive, right?
Yeah.
Do I get a bonus because I know how to read?
Damn.
Whoa.
Ooh,
Aw.
we like that though.
Okay. Let's start with Deb. We'll have you go first, and then we'll do Cam's reading the entire situation.
Yeah, I'm just looking for the best way to drive my van deep into the woods. Like, what's the best route? What's most, I don't want to drive it,
Yeah.
20 feet into the woods and have to stop the
Uh-huh.
car.
So do me a favor and write down that you have a +1 forward, or is it forward or ongoing? I need to double check that. I always forget. Oh, it's ongoing. So write down that you have a +1 ongoing where it concerns driving in this forest.
Got it.
Basically just a flat, like, you need to do evasive maneuver, you need to navigate any of that stuff, +1.
Got it.
Okay. Cam, hit me.
Are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
First off, I will tell you, now that you are looking, you can see as you are driving off to the right and a little bit to the left, you see the Rusty peeking out from behind trees. as you're driving, it continues being parallel to you at various intervals, but you definitely clock it. It's about 50 feet away. It's keeping a very like pronounced distance away from you, but it is always peeking around a corner looking at the van every time you like catch it out of the corner of your eye.
I don't know. Sorry.
Okay, just so I understand, while we're driving, I'm not seeing the clown actually like physically move. He's just like poking his
Right.
head out at intervals
Uh-huh.
that should not be intervals because he should not be keeping
Yep.
Okay.
You do
Got it,
not
got it,
see
got it,
any
got it, got it.
movement from him at all. You simply keep seeing him, right? It almost is giving you like a sense of like you get that like almost like a vertigo where you're like, are we actually moving, right? Because he keeps being in roughly the same place, looking at you from behind a tree. And with the monotony of the trees going by, it's causing a very weird, like, kind of optical illusion of not moving, right?
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna hold my other 2 for now.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Open it up to the other 2 down on the floor. We got Harlow and Awkward both taking cover currently.
I want to try to be like bloodhounding as much as I can while still hiding.
Okay. Let's see. What type of bloodhounding you thinking? You thinking to use magic or read
I
a bad
think it-
situation or
Yeah, I think it is. Ooh,
or do you got another move for this?
I don't have another move. I think read a bad situation may be the thing to do. That because truth be told, I do want to know how to get in and help Deb.
Okay.
Aren't
So
we,
yeah,
aren't we, and by I mean we, you magically tracking the thing? That's still happening, right? I mean, that's what led us here.
well,
I-
no, the heading was forest, and then there was
Yeah.
the gunning it because you're being chased, right?
Ah,
So there's no
Right.
real heading other than into the forest at this
So
moment.
so read a bad situation and what my best way in is probably the
Okay.
answer to that, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, all right.
Go for it.
Do I have a weird thing about this? Oh yay. Let's see. Oh, I think I've used that. Okay, we're good. Roll.
Ooh.
Lol.
Ooh,
Let's go.
I'll take that. I need it, and we'll just have it find us instead.
Okay. Awkward.
well, it's not
open it
behind
up-
us.
Opening up the floor to you, Awkward.
I don't want to tune in anymore.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know how to be useful any other way. So for now, let's just say
Okay.
he has his hood covering his face.
Got it. Harlow, you strain to try to like focus in on that thing that you felt. At the moment, I think what's hindering you is like we're still in fight or flight, right? You just got told you were being stalked. You were thrown into a van and told to get down. The
And my
circumstances
car got
aren't
left in
great.
the middle of the road.
Right, and then your car is left back there with the door
I
open.
called
That's
cocaine cop to take care of the car and take it to the impound lot.
true. He'll get there before the battery goes out, which is huge. That'd be a whole thing for you.
Yeah, really.
Alright. Cody, I do have a
Okay.
question.
Uh-huh.
So with tune in, it does say where's the monster right now. Would I get like the woods, or would I get something like distinguishing that could help us?
Do you want to roll to see?
Do I get +1 because I did the recap?
You get to use it if you want to, yeah.
Yeah. Bam. No.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let's see. What does tune in 8 mean?
I believe I get to ask one question.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Where's the creature right now? Hopefully, I get some distinguishing marks that tell me where.
So you're looking for the monster and not the minions, right?
Yes, I am not looking for the
Okay.
Rusties.
You. So the sense you get is two very different answers. One of them is that the thing you are looking for is somewhere else entirely, but that the place where you could interact with it is deeper into the woods, and you know roughly the direction, kind of in the Bloodhound way, right? You know it's like that direction.
Okay.
And
Then
you
I'll
think
just.
it's probably about 10 to 15. You don't really know how fast you're moving, right? So you can just kind of tell how quickly you're approaching whatever it is.
Yeah, I'll just anytime throw off the beaten path, I'll just stand up, point like that way, and then go back down.
Okay. You continue on through the forest. Deb, at this point, you've had to go on to a couple of pretty tight trails for this van. Not a problem for you necessarily, right? But you're getting well off the beaten path at this point, especially as you're going deeper and deeper. As you guys are going in, at this point, it's about 3:30 in the afternoon. From in here, you begin to see the like telltale mists of the Hybor forest, the kind of dampness that seems to pervade this place nearly all year. Additionally, it starts to get darker. Not in that the sun is going down, but that in the covering of trees, especially on the path that you are on, is starting to get thicker and thicker. And it's just growing visibly darker. Cam, you continue to see the Rusty flitting to your right. And Deb, at some point, your pace slows way down in order to keep moving. The choice I will present to you is you can keep the pedal to the metal to go as fast as possible, but then I'll ask you to act under pressure. You would get your like a +2 contextual bonus to that, right? For both driving and for read a bad situation that you did earlier. Or you can slow down and begin to take it slightly easier.
Fuck it. I'll roll
Okay.
to act under pressure.
As I am riding shotgun, can I help?
Yes,
Point
you
out
may.
things that are dangerous. Excellent.
Uh-huh.
So is that another +1?
Well, that depends.
Maybe.
That
Okay.
depends.
Help out. That's a plus.
Hey.
That is, in fact, a +2
Yeah.
because I have the helping hand move
Yep.
from the initiative.
Oh,
Let's
man.
go,
Good
Cam.
Christ. you
Yeah.
So
got
it
a
sounds like
lot.
you're getting a +4.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's what it
Uh-huh.
sounds like. All right.
My goodness.
Deb, as you are beginning to, it almost becomes like if you've watched like a dirt bike going down certain roads, like back roads, right, where you're almost like bouncing a little bit, and
Watched
you know
it.
your van.
Deb's ridden that dirt bike down that dirt road.
Yeah. Deb, there's a brief moment, and because you rolled so high, you get the choice. There is as you are kind of beginning to even pick up speed and go faster as you are mastering these roads, Rusty's right in front of you. You can hit Rusty or you can go around Rusty.
Oh, I'm
You
going
have
to
one brief
stand on the
moment.
fucking gas pedal.
You smash into Rusty.
Fuck yeah, I do.
Yeah, everybody hears, huh? and thump 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 boom. Amros, you see a mangled clown in the rear view behind you.
He's behind
Oh.
us.
Deb, you do this without breaking a fucking barely an inconvenience, right? Just bump 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 bump. Roll over it. Cam, I think your help out in this case is you are looking out, like you're keeping an eye on the Rusty, and it's you who looks like to your left and sees it just a little bit in front of you and has enough time to kind of exclaim, right? And point ahead as Deb's almost got that like where you're not even looking at the road anymore, you're just in it. You're just focused. Yeah, but yeah, you plow into the Rusty. You kill the Rusty. Amros, you see in the distance, it doesn't get up.
Oh,
All
yeah,
right,
as it
well,
fades
that's
into the
what-
dark forest.
That's one.
Cam, you don't see the Rusty keeping pace anymore.
Well, all right, where are we heading? We got one of the clowns. That I don't think that sucker's getting back up, but we're gonna have to find wherever the
Yeah,
thing creating the Rusty is.
we gotta find that metaphorical clown car.
It might not be a metaphor, but I don't know where it is.
That way.
Yeah, Awkward pokes his head up, just shouts and points.
And goes right back down.
Okay, Harlow, I will say at this point, you start to today feels like a day where the forest doesn't want you to be here at all. And I think that
It's-
contributed a little bit to that failed roll, right? You just the lines of this place are not agreeing with you today.
Can I throw something weird your way?
Uh-huh.
Are we exactly 2 weeks away from our camp out? I'm looking up at the moon.
you are technically exactly you are 6 days away. Well,
Oh,
you
that's
camped
right.
on Sunday, right? I think
Yeah.
it was Sunday.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you started to camp on Saturday night and finished camping on Sunday. So technically, you are a full week.
Okay.
It would be about this time that you were preparing to drive out here last week.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Sounds good. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. Got it. Okay. What's everyone doing as Deb continues to go? Awkward, you feel like it's frustrating, right? Because you know that as the sparrow flies, if you could just go straight in a direction, you'd get there way faster. But Deb is required to go on what roads there are, or in some cases, what roads she can make, right?
Yeah. I like the idea of just like her weaving to miss a tree and no that way, and then missing a tree. No that way.
Okay, opening up the floor. Anybody want to do anything as you are continuing forward?
I'd like to, because my last read about situation went poorly. I'd like to. Am I
Double
allowed
down?
to try it again with a different?
Yes, you
with a
may.
different question. Okay. Excellent.
Well, you get to decide the question after you
Right.
succeed. So
Right. Okay.
you can always throw again and be like, I don't like that. I want to do it again.
Okay. Sounds good. I didn't know how cheesy that sounded.
Hey.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. First thing I want to know, are there dangers we haven't noticed?
Yes.
Yeah.
That
I don't like how fast he says that.
was
Uh-huh.
too quick.
It's too quick, right?
You, to your mind, for a brief second, Harlow, you, in closing your eyes, you almost like your brain expands for a moment, almost looking at the forest like a grid, just a hub of a lot of intersecting lines, right? Where a
Mhm.
lot of stuff is happening. And you get the very distinct feeling of two malevolent somethings on that line. You aren't exactly sure of where, and they don't seem like they're close yet, but they're definitely in between where you are and where you seem to be going, according to Awkward.
Between us and where we're going, right?
Yep.
Okay. Second question. What is the biggest threat? I'll like put my hands onto the lines and sort of shake them like a spider and try to feel the vibrations.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
There there you feel that epicenter of something again. You can't quite pin it down, but you can feel like the thrum, like it's almost like you threw a rock into a pond, right? And the ripples spread out and hit something, right? Like the ripples spread until they hit another rock that's poking up above the surface, right? Which tells you where it is.
Mhm.
And you can feel power gathering in whatever that is.
Okay. And what is the best way to protect the victims?
Broadly, it's to resolve whatever is going on with that epicenter.
Okay. Um,
Mm.
I'll do my best to point Deb in the direction of the bigger thing.
Yeah.
But I will
That
say
cor-
out loud, there's two things.
Okay. Cam, you still holding your 2?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay. You continue on, Deb, and it's another 5-10 minutes. It's getting thicker and thicker, and you finally reach a point where you can't
Right.
go any further. You back up a couple times, you try to go, you are quite literally boxed in by trees, right? There's just, you can't go any further without going through a very big tree.
Mhm.
You back up and try to find an alternate route, and it just seems like this is a knot, right? You just aren't able to get around this area.
All right, everybody. This looks like we're on foot from here. I'll
Awkward, you
slide
feel
the-
that you're close. Close-ish.
All right, guys, you're on the right track. I'll stay with the car.
How will we keep you safe if you're here?
I was
God,
gonna
fuck!
say, you really want to be in there on your own?
Well, I guess I could drive it away.
as
I
I
mean, you
slide
watched.
as I slide the
Adam, yeah.
keys into my pocket, I just say, "No, I think you'll be better off with us, hon."
The sound of doors rolling open.
Uh-huh.
Slam, 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 slam.
Okay. You are out on foot. The temperature in this deep is substantially cooler than it was when you were in the city. Just there's a kind of damp chill to the air here. It's noticeably worse than it was a week ago. It's still a little damp and kind of, more a little chilly, but today there's a much more pervasive, like, unpleasant kind of damp cold to the air. Okay. As you progress forward, what's your relative marching order?
Campbell
I
go
can go
front.
in front, or some,
Yeah.
who I can go. Do you want to go?
No, your attacks are closer, I guess. So I will be behind. Actually, I will be because I know that this thing is hunting. It's hunting Harlow, and it has been in contact with Awkward. So I will do my best to be as close to both, like in the middle of the two of
Yeah.
them.
Okay.
I'll hold your hand.
So we've
Do you
got
say that out
Amros.
loud?
Yeah.
Okay, I take your hand.
So we got Amros in front. Who's bringing up the rear?
I've got a hunting rifle, so I think I'll bring up the rear.
Valid.
Whoa.
Yep. Okay. And then in the
I've got
middle,
I've got my bag. I'm gonna I'm gonna pull out the assault rifle.
got it. Yeah. In the
Do you have a f-
middle, I think it's not like you don't have to like single file necessarily, right? So if Cam is like walking directly behind or directly in front of the other two who are walking apace and holding hands, that's kind of where you wanted to be, right, Cam? Just like immediately within arm's distance of the two of them.
Yeah, I will try to be I'm preferably in front of the both of
Uh-huh.
them, but with them next to each other.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, so we're like moving, in like a small group, loose, with them kind of in the middle, of our orbit. Do you have it's night, right? Do you have like a little flashlight on your sight, right, on your
It's
rifle?
it's not night yet, but it is rather dim just because of how dark the um overhang of trees makes it.
Yeah, I imagine this is a fully kitted out assault rifle.
Yeah.
This is this is
Grenade
government
launcher.
issue. Well,
An underbarrel shotgun on it.
Yeah. A gentleman's flamethrower.
Okay. How quickly are you moving forward on foot? Like, are you sprinting or are you doing a more measured kind of, like tactical,
I
like
think
pace?
we have to move kind of slowly.
I think so too, right? Because it's
Yeah.
the center that's leading the actual path, and then we're also on we're looking for danger. So I
That's
yeah, I
right.
think we're moving
Yeah.
kind of slow. Yeah,
Okay.
cautiously.
Cam, you still get priority if you want to throw your holds.
okay. Yeah, I
Before we
think now is a
progress.
good time to go ahead and what's the
Uh-huh.
best way to protect the victims here?
Okay.
Feels like I will well, I mean, I'm going to hold that for when we're in danger, but
Uh-huh.
that will be Cam's first priority.
Yeah, as you are progressing forward, the car is still in sight behind you when all of you faintly hear in the distance, huh? Hello. Hi. Hello. You look around and you don't see, like, anything, right? It's just the echoing of the voice as it's bouncing through the trees. It's
Who's
definitely
think-
coming from two different directions, though.
Who's thinking rusty thoughts?
Aren't we all?
Awkward.
Ah! I wrap my arms around your leg.
Off to your left, you hear Arlo.
Oh shit.
Cam, with your hold, you have a brief moment where you catch sight of it's a split-second decision, right? Turn, shoot, because you see something and you can take it if you want to.
Hell yeah, I do.
Okay.
Fuck
Yeah, you
these
pivot,
Rusties.
fire. Give me a kick some ass.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, what's your extra effect?
Oh gosh, I should actually look those up. Oh boy, I think I'm going to go gain the advantage. I'm trying to drive whatever this is towards Omeros. I will give +1 forward to another hunter.
Okay. One moment. Since shit is kicking off. I'll
Are you
bring
giving the
us
+1 to me or to someone else?
Yes.
Ah, thank you.
Okay, and it deals how much harm?
Assault rifle is 3 harm, far area loud,
Mm-hmm.
and reload. I don't know what reload does. It seems pretty self-explanatory. I don't know when you reload.
I don't know. It's kind of if you tell me like I blow the whole clip, right? It means you might just take a second to reload. So if shit was going on, I'd be like act under pressure to reload smooth, right? Without having any problems.
Got it. Okay.
But a lot of the times it probably won't come up due to, I don't know, rule of cool stuff. Okay, yeah, you wing you see there's a brief moment where you hear a kind of gasp off to the left as you turn. Everybody just sees Cam without even seeming to look, turn and fire and hit something. A brief like split second later, next to you, Cam, there is it seems like it's the same Rusty, lunging out at you with a knife.
Oh,
Can I protect Cam?
Yes, you may. Which would be the +1.
That's okay.
Because Cam essentially knocked it off balance. You see, it does have a bloody hole in its shoulder where Cam winged it and spun it around.
Do you just add 1 in the value field, right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Uh-huh. Okay, so that means you take some or all of the harm, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Cam, the advantage Cam gives you is the split second you need to just fully get in the way. You have how much armor and damage mitigation?
I have -1 wound all from anything.
Correct.
And then 1 armor. Holy.
Okay. In this particular case, that means 1 armor holy, and then so only 1 harm makes it through on you as you
Okay.
get a slash onto your arm.
Okay.
At this point, we will enter into essentially a combat now, right? There's a Rusty in front of you. You know there's one somewhere. There's another one probably somewhere in the trees based off of the fact that, like, 2 of them were calling out to you, right? So I'll open up the floor to anybody. I mean, Cam, you're right next to it. So if you want to take another go and you and Amaros try to fuck with it, right? You two were the 2 that were most on the spot. Or Deb, since you're kind of on Overwatch from the back.
I think Cam will see if is still looking for the other Rusty. So if the others take out this one, then I'm good with that.
Got it. You still have 1 hold from Read a Bad Situation, I believe.
I sure do.
Okay. I thought so. Got it. Okay. So go ahead.
I just
I guess this is where what's the best way to protect the victims would come in.
Sure would. Best way to protect the victims is get in between them and a Rusty. Now the problem is you know that they can manifest guns, so that is an issue. So potentially the best short-term way is to get them the fuck down, right? Because if the other one has a gun and pulls a gun,
Yeah.
you guys are all standing in a line.
Yeah.
Amaros?
I was thinking since I came into to try to protect Cam that I'll try to kick some ass,
Absolutely.
right away as the thing is now close to me. I would like to roll before I say and talk trash to this Rusty. Okay. Where is it? Kick some ass. Okay. No forwards. Okay. A 7. I wish it was worse.
I know, now you're jonesing for it. Okay.
Okay, what is it? You and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. Okay.
Yep.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Actually, you say what you're doing first.
Okay. In between Cam and Rusty, and as the kind of radiant energy fills around Almaros, kind of buffeting the clown away a step or 2. The kind of eyes glow a bit, and I tell Rusty, "Hello, Rusty. My name is Almaros.
Hey
And
there.
unfortunately for you, I fought you once before, and now the bag knows how you work." And as I unleash some of the energy from the 5 demon bag, I will. This energy is now a weakness to Rusty, as I have taken Divine Smite.
Okay.
The bag now knows his weaknesses.
And how much harm?
This is hold on, let me look at my thing again. 3 harm, close, magic, holy,
Sure.
weakness.
Yep. Look, it's 2 tags more than you needed. Yeah, you as the bag or opens up just a little bit, right? And a swirling like miasma rolls out towards the Rusty. You see he with one hand like grasps at his throat, almost like he's like almost like you've pulled all the air out of the spot around him, right? He dealing harm back, you see his hand, like he seems to like flick his hand, and where a knife was, you see one of those like air horns as he honks the air horn, and you feel yourself like for just a split second all of the air get pulled out of your lungs,
Heck yeah.
taking 1 harm.
Okay.
There is no sound to the air horn. It's very strange. It's just the like you can hear the squeak of the squeaking the actual like part, but no corresponding honk, right?
It's an
Just the
involuntary asthma exhaler.
Yeah.
Yep.
And is that 1 less harm because I negate
Yes.
1 harm
Yep.
all the time? Okay.
Yeah, it'll still be 1 harm making it through.
I'm immortal. I'm invincible.
You are fucking so hard to hurt.
Um,
Yeah, go
Deb-
ahead.
Deb's just gonna roll out of line of everybody, and as she does, she lifts the hunting rifle from a ready position into a shooting position. She says, "Earmuffs, everyone!" And
Kick some
I'm
ass.
going to shoot this fucker right in his red goddamn nose, or at least I'm going to
Okay.
try to. And I will use my +1 for the recording because who the fuck knows? All right.
Let's go,
yeah.
Deb.
That is.
You can keep that +1. You didn't
Okay.
need to use it if you didn't want to.
Cool. Great. And that's 2 harm.
Okay. Yeah, you shoot it. This particular one is fucking gruesome. You shoot it where you say, and there is a brief moment as it staggers back with a hole in its head, not going down, as the eyes swivel towards you. Like, you've essentially blown it so the lower half of its head is starting to hang a little loose. As that happens, you catch what is clearly, because you know this particular thing well, a bit of light reflecting off of a scope as you take 2 harm from a gunshot.
Got it.
That also sounds like a hunting rifle. You can now see the Rusty a good distance away, crouched in a bush in a shooting stance. As you turn to look at it, it holds up one hand, smiles, and waves at you. Okay. Harlow and Awkward and Cam. I'll throw it to Harlow and Awkward first, just because you two have been waiting.
Have we?
I like
Well,
to think that I've been waiting.
relatively speaking,
Yeah.
shit's been kicking off.
Use your warlock powers.
I'm trying to think of how to do that good.
That's funny. He was talking to you. I thought he was talking to me.
I mean, kind of both.
Cam, is your weapon enchanted yet?
Mine?
Yeah.
No, this is standard government issue.
Okay, we're gonna try to kick it up. I would like to try to use magic to bolster this firearm since it's within reach. Woohoo!
Okay, and that gives it +1 harm and I think
And plus magic.
Yeah, plus magic. Okay. Awkward, you got anything? Or are you cowering?
No, I'll do something. I think I'm just gonna jinx right now until I figure out something better to do.
Okay, do you jinx the one in front of you that has a hole in its head, or do you jinx the one off in the distance that you can see?
Which one said my name?
Well, probably the one with a hole in its head.
Then that's the one we're going for.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's doing great, though.
I do not care. I assure
That's
you.
fair.
Hey!
Okay.
Okay.
The jinx is on. You get to decide, like now or later, what.
Yeah,
what
I'm
you do
definitely
with
gonna
it.
use one, probably
Okay.
two.
Mm-hmm.
Interfere with a monster, minion, or bystander's trying to do to you. I'm going to interfere with him getting closer. I like to think a random root just comes up and trips him.
Okay.
And then I'm going to inflict harm to him.
Okay.
That's
Uh,
it.
yeah. Okay. Cam, you see the Rusty in front of you takes a step forward. It's holding this air horn that it just honked, I guess, at Amros, but its head swivels towards Awkward as it takes a step, and you see one of its big clown shoes seems to catch on a root, and it trips forward for a second. What do you do?
I mean, we're in this fight. Cameron will shout, "We can't keep fighting these Rusties. We got to find what's summoning." And then I will gun down this Rusty.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think in this case, the part of the tripping and also the read a bad situation is you would have a +2 here. Because you're protecting someone, and part of what Awkward's thing did is open it up for you to blow it to hell. At this point blank.
+2.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Wait, I can add things, right?
Yeah, you can
Help Hunter,
throw,
giving them +1 forward.
yeah. It
That
so
pushes
that
it
makes
to a
it to a
10.
10. Sure does. Jinx
will
is expended.
Inflict
Yep.
terrible harm and do +1 harm to this Rusty.
Yeah. It slips and you see it seems to catch itself, and then as you in kind of like that, that almost bullet time, you are like seeing all of the details in crystal clarity. Its other foot catches on a fucking root. You're not even near a tree, so you don't know. You don't even have time to think about that before it tilts sideways, and its head straight up falls like in front of where your gun is as you pull the trigger, right? It's like it tilted to the left, wobbled, and then tilted back the other way directly into the path of your gun as you pull the trigger and blow it to hell. And that's one Rusty dealt with. It, as you pull the trigger, top of its head, just the hat flies off, the scarf like unravels as it falls down. The horn, you now see the horn in its hand rolls into the leaves next to it and disappears as it thumps to the ground. Okay.
There's
Everybody.
still this other Rusty somewhere, right?
Uh-huh. Deb knows where it is, and in
Deb
fact,
knows where it is.
that Rusty is going to take its turn. It is going to fire a rifle shot at Cam, having seen Cam just blow the other one to hell. So you would take 3 harm.
Is that before my armor?
That's before your armor, yeah. And
Okay,
this is
I
also
will
where it
reduce that
protects
to
someone.
1.
Yeah, if Amaros wanted to protect you, that he could in this situation.
Yeah, unless someone else wanted to try to do it.
Given that this thing has shot me once and I see where it is, and I
Sure.
see that it is taking aim at Cam, can I just scream at him to duck and use the let's get out of here move to
Yeah.
protect someone?
Sure.
All right.
Okay. So I think the choice I'll give you above table is as you scream at scream at Cam to duck, protect someone in this case means that you can either take, it's essentially one harm, so you can either take it or essentially you can take it or
I'll take that harm. Yeah.
Well, actually, technically, so it works better because you can by doing 3, essentially we would say 2 harm goes to Cam and then is negated, and you could take the harm. And what that looks like is instead of firing for Cam, Rusty turns the gun back on you, fires, but only clips you on the arm.
Yep. Great.
Okay. Floor opened up to everyone. There's Rusty off with a hunting rifle. Amros, from where you stand, it's probably about 40 feet away.
Pretty far.
Yeah, it did not approach, and it is using the same method that Deb was using to try to shoot from further away.
What I'm gonna look at Harlow and Awkward and just say, best guess right now, what direction and how far is the main thing?
That way close.
Yeah, Harlow, your sense is same thing, close. Awkward, you haven't been moving on foot for very long, so it's hard to get a bead, right?
Okay.
Without some additional roll.
Yeah, I'll give as much of an indication as I can give.
Yeah, from your relative position, it is essentially just straight, right? Because that's the heading you were following. Straight dead ahead, unclear how far.
Yeah, I'll look at Amaros and say, grab some people and get them there.
I look at you and say, that'd be great if I've been there, but I've never been to this part of the forest before. I couldn't even get to that clown without running.
God,
if only I was super fast.
If only something had happened and he became so fast he could get there first.
One of these days, I'm going to figure out how that damn warp bag works, Amaros.
It's complicated. Sometimes the demon changes their mind. Duck.
Well, we got to start running, because if we stay here and just fight these things as they come, we're eventually just going to get overwhelmed and mowed down.
I say to you, I might be able to buy us some time. I'd like to run as close as I can to the clown.
Sure, and then what?
I'm gonna. How close do you think I can get to him? I don't think I have to get extremely close for what I want to do, but I'm just like, I don't know what the limit here is.
Give me an act under pressure.
Sure.
In this particular case, it is to get to him as fast as inhumanly possible, right? And to do it perfectly.
There it is. Okay, a 9.
Okay. You can either get within 20 feet, just full on, like... here's the choice. Either 20 feet without getting shot, or closer getting shot.
I
as
think
the gun turns on you.
I think 20 feet, honestly, is close enough.
Okay.
Based on the wording of this feature here.
So roughly there.
Yeah. Kind of coming up to it as the gun's he's bringing the gun up to aim at me, as his finger is about to pull the trigger. I draw moving my hands across, right, the somatic components. The bag opens a little farther. The forest darkens slightly, And I'm gonna try to just cast out evil and banish this unnatural creature from my presence.
From your presence,
Yeah.
indeed.
Okay. It's a tough roll, which I am good at. We want a 10 or better. Even a 7 and 9 is okay, but 10 is really what we want. A 14.
Out of
Good
14.
Amaros,
Okay.
you, as the light flashes over it, right, as the kind of sickening brilliance like cascades out of the bag onto it, there is a brief moment where you and only you, this close to it, kind of lit by the bag, see this thing for maybe not what it really is, but closer to what its true form is, as it is essentially an amorphous kind of skeletal thing that has wrapped itself in the visage of a clown, right? And the eyes make eye contact with you for the first time in a way that seems way more direct and meaningful than any of the interactions you've seen the Rusties have with anyone.
Yeah, kind of a little glimpse of there's the what's behind.
Right.
What's behind
as it turns and disappears.
I turn back to the group and say, "It's gone for now, but it will come back. We should move."
Well, let's go.
Okay. Are you guys full on just pell-mell sprinting? Or are you back to your deliberate kind of making sure you get there?
Now that we know where it is and the direction to go, there's no reason to not go fast.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like now you were pressure, right?
Because it's fun, I'm going to ask everybody to give me an act under pressure. As you're now sprinting through uneven terrain, you're trying to keep moving as fast as possible to get to wherever it is you're going before that Rusty comes back.
Nah, I'm fucked.
I get to roll those as weird now.
This,
very cool.
I would say this definitely counts as kind of an odd phenomenon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for
I'm
also trying to run 2-1.
Yo, a 14. That's crazy.
Oh, awkward.
I know.
Good God. Okay.
Did you want to take pity on me?
Baby girl, we're holding hands.
Not anymore.
No.
Okay. Is that everyone?
I think so.
Cam, did you? Oh,
I did. I got a 10.
Okay. Sorry, Merlin. I accidentally just bopped him with my foot. Hey. You good? Yeah, you're good. So, as you guys are beginning to sprint forward, Harlow awkward trips and falls.
Said Jinx coming back to get me.
the way this essentially works is everybody can slow down because awkward fully falls the fuck down, right? Everybody can stop to stay with awkward. The choice, though, is that Amaros is well in the lead sprinting. Deb, you're behind, so you would be able to see it and stop. Amaros, you'd have to stop a little ways forward, or you could just keep going, right? Same choice for Cam and Harlow. You keep going, or you immediately stop and potentially risk either going slower or getting separated from maybe Amaros if he keeps plunging forward.
Well, we're holding hands. I'm staying with it.
Okay.
Yeah, I slow.
I will stop as well.
If it was failure, I would keep running. But I'll slow.
Yeah, awkward. You get back up. None the worse for wear, other than your hand really, really hurts. When you fell forward, you reached out with your hand to try to get purchase and landed directly on a rock, right? With your hand palm forward. And it hurts really, really bad. So there's a brief moment where before you even get up, right, your eyes just almost go white with pain for a second.
Did he take real harm?
No, stop it. Shut up. I don't
Speaking
have to
of
take
Deb,
real harm. I have real harm in my tooth.
Deb, do you have a harm right now?
I have a couple harm
Deb's
right
got a
now.
few.
He has a couple harms. I was
Okay.
actually thinking of healing, but if you can do anything about it, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I can try to use magic while after picking up awkward. I'll take a second to try to patch you up, Deb.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably bleeding from a shot that grazed me in the arm, and my nose has not stopped bleeding.
Okay. I can do something about the arm, and I'll give you a poultice. Holy
Oh,
shit!
shit.
Nice.
Wow.
Heals us all.
So heal 1 harm, right?
Yes.
Hell yeah!
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Anything else as Awkward is getting unsteadily to his feet?
I'd like to try to heal Deb as well. Hopefully it goes well for you.
Yeah, Amros has been rolling pretty mixed
Pretty
tonight.
little middling
Yeah.
tonight.
That's what you wanted. You manifested this.
Yeah, that's true. I do. I want to fail. Okay. I try to extend some of the healing energies bestowed by my goddess. Heck yeah, I do.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo!
On a 10 plus roll, heal 2 harm, and you're stabilized if you weren't.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's great.
Amros reaches out. The effect is very strange, Deb, as you like Harlow when Harlow healed you, it felt similar but very different. Harlow's felt more like a slow, kind of measured, deliberate process. Amoros's kind of hurts, as it just feels like almost like Amoros is burning a wound shut, right? And you see little streams of vapor swirling up from the wound and into his bag.
I have not been touched that weird since Daytona '97.
Like a hot press, I'm told.
Mm.
Okay. Do you guys begin to sprint again, or
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you can try? Okay, everybody, give me an act under pressure. You made it about like probably a minute or two before Awkward ate shit. Look, failure's failure. I'm sorry.
Whoa! I'm fast.
Whoa!
Oh my
Whoa!
Holy
Awkward!
shit! Your leg broke!
Jesus Christ!
broke!
You
You're
rolled
taking
2
me down
ones?
with you this time. What the fuck, man?
Holy cow!
Awkward.
Man, you can't stop power leveling, Doug.
Awkward,
Literally,
you take 1 harm as you just straight up roll your
damn it.
fucking ankle. And Harlow does get rolled down with you.
Okay,
would
maybe we
like
need
to-
to.
I should've
We're
taken-
moving too fast. We
Should have
need.
taken Permafy.
I would like to
Let's-
manipulate someone, and that someone
Yeah.
is Awkward.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Hun, I think it's piggyback time. Hop on.
Oh hell yeah! I was actually gonna ask, but I was like, how do I ask this?
Yeah.
So that's I get another
Yeah,
point for
keep
that, right?
power leveling. You get another experience if you're willing to do a piggyback with them. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Uh,
something too, like I'm open to piggybacks.
Yeah, without fucking around this time, right? Like, Awkward gets hurt, Harlow takes a tumble. You guys get back to your feet and continue to run. As you go forward, you see in the distance now
Just
a-
Awkward on that. You also get a +1 forward.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, you do. 1 second.
Could we, before we begin running again, I'll call approach Awkward and say, I could try to help with the ankle, but I know things didn't really go as good last time I tried.
That's okay. You do it.
I'd like to try to heal the ankle a little bit.
Okay.
If he feels like a big experience,
If I hurt you again, it's gonna be hilarious.
we'll be dying.
Awkward.
You are still wearing my protective amulet.
True.
Fair.
Nice.
Oh, fuck
It's
yeah.
big.
yeah.
That's two harm healed.
I keep
Okay.
hearing like the "You Had a Bad Day" song playing for Awkward. Because you had a bad day as he eats shit twice in like in a fucking like 200-foot stretch of.
The
I've been
song
rolling
plays.
bad this session. The only reason I've been getting 8s is because I keep getting like +1s.
Okay. You see in the distance, getting closer and closer, is clearly a break in the trees. It doesn't look very big, but it does look like there is a break, and you are getting closer to it. At the same time, you hear it sounds from very, very far away, but a honk of some kind of horn behind you. You continue running, break through the trees, and what you see is this. I put it into the monsters. It is a set of stairs in the middle of a clearing with nothing underneath it, nothing above it, nothing around it, just a set of stairs. It looks rusted, but it looks like it was probably a part of something really ornate in the past. And around it in this clearing, most of it has been overgrown, but there is probably a 10 to 15 kind of feet space that is around it.
1, maybe 2
Oh my
questions.
god. I'm walking
Does
to it already.
does my sight give me anything on that? You can
What does
see
your sight?
the invisible, especially spirits and magical influences.
Okay. With your sight, I think what I will give you is you, Awkward, reel for a second as you open your sight and look upon this thing. And what you see is the weight of generations of ghosts. Spirits from generations and generations and generations. Dozens, 100, it's hard to tell, swirling around the stairs.
My second question: do my hunches tell me anything?
Do your hunches tell you anything?
It's a stretch, I know, but
Is that a roll?
yeah, but it's when you tell me to roll it.
In this particular case, hold on, let me read. Let me read what it does again.
Roll haunch. Roll haunch.
Where is it?
I got it. I sent it.
Ooh.
Go ahead and roll me the hunch roll.
Okay.
Something bad is about to happen.
Bam. Oh, finally.
Okay. So it's not super helpful because where you need to be is right here, and something really bad is about to happen factually with those stairs. Something is gathering, something is happening.
As you all are experiencing these things, I just want to Almost will say something, but I have nothing to do.
Okay.
Just because I know that you were like going right for it. Almost just says, loudly, just to make sure everyone like you hear it. Just says, "Hold, careful. This is a threshold, and thresholds are very powerful."
Even behind his glasses, even in the darkness, when Harlow like turns to you, the reflective back of the backs of his pupils hits you, and his eyes kind of like light in the dark, and he nods, but he's still walking towards it.
Yeah. It's just to warn you of this is dangerous, but
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to put my hands on it.
Harlow, for Occam's broadsword, your first initial impression is this, whatever this is, the thing you are looking at here is a weird phenomenon of kind. But you feel that there is something behind, beyond, above, past it. A creature of some kind.
As I'm looking up and writing on Deb's back, I'll just like quietly, absently say, "That's a lot of dead."
Can
I also had nothing else to
investigate
do
a
with that, so.
mystery?
You can investigate a mystery. I'll sound off real quick.
Yeah.
So Harlow is investigating mystery. Awkward's looking with the site. Amaros, you are. Oh, we'll open it up to Cam, Deb, and Amaros. Anything you three are doing. Harlow's beginning his forensic, kind of magical divination.
Oh, also, cryptid sighting. Whenever I see a new type of creature, this is not a creature, this is a phenomenon, right?
Right. You
Okay.
you get the sense that you haven't seen the creature.
Awesome. Okay.
I feel like now this feels different enough than the Rusties that we've seen, and the concept of a tulpa now feels like a good time to bust out the new move. I will trawl my memories as I am shining the flashlight on this. Like, have I seen this sort of thing before?
Hell yeah, give it to me.
This is not a good stat for me, but we'll see.
Look, love it.
No.
Ooh.
Hold on though. On a miss, I can ask a question anyway, but that will mean I was personally complicit in creating the situation that we are now dealing with.
Oh my god.
Huh.
That's if I ask a question.
Okay, well, that's what it says.
I am just going to choose to take the regular failure and not ask a
Okay.
question.
You
I was
don't
about
wanna
to say,
be
that's very
complicit.
that's very judicious of you, because I could find a way to make that work and nobody's gonna like it.
He's been thinking of Rusty. It is a sphere situation.
We have to kill Cam.
Okay.
I think
All of you can. Oh, go ahead, Deb.
yeah, Deb in this situation would just like to read a bad situation, and the intent just being to protect. How do I protect the people that are here while they're all trying to figure out what's going on? Because Deb cannot
Okay.
figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. So in this particular case, you are both keeping an eye on the stairs and on the surrounding woods, right?
Yep.
Because there's still a Rusty out there.
Yep.
Okay, so you can either you get the holds, so you can ask me one right now, or you can wait.
I'll wait until I see these stairs doing something.
Okay.
Because that
Now we
seems
get
like everyone seems pretty focused on that. It seems pretty ominous.
got it. Okay. So Awkward, the piece of information that you have that's crucial because of the hunch is that something is about to happen, right? Want to make that
Okay.
super clear to you
Okay.
because you did roll very well, and you are here in time to stop it.
Oh God.
But Harlow, we go to your investigate a mystery, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get 4 questions because
You
I
get
have
you get a
I get a
free one,
secret-
right?
I get a secret special question.
What secret questions?
I got a secret question.
Yeah, forensic divination.
And I think I want to ask that. You know what? I'll ask that first. It's poetic.
Easy, pact magic.
Oh, okay.
This whole thing
And-
is an incredible working of pact magic. And what's happening right now must be the result of some pact magic. Because that's how this thing seems to function.
What sort of creature is it?
What sort of creature is, you get the sense that the stairs themselves are a gateway. The thing beyond it, whatever it is, as you try to probe to get a sense for what it is, how it thinks, how it works, your brain frags out and tells you do not do that.
Mm.
Whatever it is something that is well outside of your ability to comprehend it. It's not anything you have heard of before or experienced.
I'm trying to ask these questions in the most cinematic way possible.
Uh-huh.
So you're welcome.
Oh my god.
What can it do?
What can it do? In this flash of insight you have, the answer is grant a wish.
Oh my god.
But you get a sense that based off of your previous question, that doesn't work the way that it like linearly should for just like monkey's paw wish, right? That
Mhm.
whatever that thing is, it is different enough or like uncomprehending enough that it will grant a wish, but the way it does so is however it chooses to.
So what happened here?
Okay. You see a first it as you are looking at as you're you begin to see the in this the forest being a place of power, right? A place of power you are very familiar with. You as you kind of unfocus your eyes and look around, you can see the kind of lay of power here and the way that things intersect. And the what happened here is you see and feel a procession of people go up the stairs, something comes down the stairs. People go up the stairs, something happens. But more recently, you see a young man in it's dark.
Sorry,
He
young man in a you cut out.
a hoodie.
Okay.
Okay.
It's dark. He has a flashlight. He climbs up the stairs, and a Rusty comes down.
Ah.
Do
Those
I
are your
see a new
questions,
ghost
right?
appear?
Yeah, that's all 4 of them. Holy shit.
Awkward. There are no ghosts in this area.
Oh, I thought. Okay, never mind.
Well, but here's the thing: there are no ghosts in the copse that you're in, right? The forest area.
Sure.
You can see the spirits bound to the stairs. Lots
Mhm.
of them.
Mhm.
They're not able to do or move or even really apparate to your eyes. You can just see the screaming masses bound to whatever happened on these stairs.
Did I see a new one get added?
Do they what?
Did I see a new one get added?
You give me you'd have to roll
Yeah.
to get something like that. So you can either do go with an investigative mystery.
Investigate a mystery. Okay, I'm okay with that.
Harlow, how much of what you are getting in these flashes of insight do you call out to the group?
Hey.
I think that
Or do you want
he's
to
sort
RP
of
it?
yeah, I think he's sort of trance-like, just saying out loud what he's seeing. And so it's almost coming as a murmur, but at least Omaros can hear for sure. I don't want to. Everyone can hear. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Mostly it's how much does Awkward know as Awkward tries to build his question portfolio. But that's a 10. Awkward, what do you got?
Oh, there's not really. Um. Sorry, I was technically rolling under the site because and they give you more opportunities to spot clues when you investigate a mystery. So, like,
Mhm.
did I notice excuse me, um, like a spirit, like a new spirit appear when that thing came down?
Let's see. So the site essentially lets you see other things that are happening. So ask a question from Investigative Mystery, and
Okay.
then I'll answer it using your sight and the things that only you can see.
Ooh, this is interesting. Where did it go?
Yeah, you see you didn't see it a moment ago, right? As Harlow was having the flash of insight. But you see we as the audience also see the same figure. ascend the stairs. The answer to where it went, where he went, is whatever's on the other side of the stairs.
No, that's not helpful.
And wherever that is not a place you come back from. But you can see it. You now see the scene unfold. But you also then catch in the maelstrom of spirits swirling around the stairs, you see the face of that kid. Looks like probably a college kid.
Oh, the one that the house we went to?
No,
Oh.
the one who walked up the stairs.
Oh, okay.
You got a
Do
few more
we-
questions.
Me?
Almost will just
Oh. Go ahead.
say out loud as people like Harlow has been describing what's been happening. Actually, finish your questions. That might change what happens.
Has anyone asked what is being concealed here?
No, I didn't.
Okay, cool. That's that one. That's very specific to the site.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. You, as your eyes, like, sort of take in the broader scene, you see the spectral outline of a grand mansion that existed here. And from where you stand in the bottom, you realize that stairwell must have been connected to maybe the servants' quarters. When I say that this mansion is huge, it is much larger than the clearing. And as you look around, you realize there are no signs of it. There should be concrete structures. This place was fucking huge. You don't see any sign of it. It is completely gone. But you know that it was here. You get almost like an overlay of like a spiritual after image of the place. And you see this stairwell was featured very prominently in what looks like it might have been the servants' quarters. It's a little
Inside
bit
the house,
off to the
right?
side. Yep, inside the
Okay.
house. This
And
stairwell was inside of the house and was like very prominently in the middle of one of the sections of the house.
he'll just whisper again absently to Deb's ear. Whoa, ghost house.
You got one more question.
Yeah. In regards to the house, what happened here?
Nice.
Yeah, right?
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah. Force him to make things up on the spot.
I mean, nice, dude. Good question.
I just gotta find the correct notes. You hear in a voice that causes like like shivers to go up and down your spine. You hear a voice in almost like whispering in your ear that says, "It's the Bentons." And in that word, it's strange to say, but a story unfolds for you.
Ooh.
An episode in the episode.
Well, yeah, it's like we as the audience see like this panorama in black and white of a family. You get the sense that was every bit as influential and meaningful as the Edwards were. Awkward. But a feature that they kept hidden, that they did not tell anyone, was their use of this stairwell and the power that it could grant them.
I don't know if this is like necessarily another rule, but like, can I kind of tell like the era based off of what they're wearing?
Sure. And
I'm
the
not
question
looking
you
for
asked
like
was
1929, but like,
right. The question you asked is what happened here, right?
yeah.
This would have been probably like the early 1900s.
Okay.
So they were around quite a while, and they died out a little. They would have died out a little bit before your family. But
Bill,
you
so
get
it's before the history of Beeman Bay, right?
it is after the founding of Beeman Bay, well after the
Okay,
founding of
cool,
Beeman
cool.
Bay. The other part to you that is strange, awkward, is you've never heard of the Bentons.
Interesting. Okay.
And you asked what happened here, right?
Mhm.
You get the sense more acutely. That's the broader what happened here. Is there was the Bentons. They were a family of some power. They had access to this thing. They used it. Something happened. They're gone. More acutely, what happened here is you get the sense that that kid you saw, that college kid, went up and accidentally made a wish. You don't know
Ah.
what it was, but you get the sense that he was mad or upset, or there was some intentionality towards someone that he felt or he thought as he ascended the staircase. And then he was gone, and the Rusty came back down. Okay, a whole bunch of exposition just went down.
For real.
A whole bunch of shit. So open it up for a second to a discussion, a chat, as you both Harlow and Awkward have been slammed with a whole bunch of information. Deb, you're still keeping an eye on the tree line. Cam, we did your dark past.
Almost will just ask the question, right? I mean, they're experiencing these things, right? And we're getting some information from Harlow, as their site had gone on. Almost will just ask, it's a doorway. The question is, do we open it or close it?
Oh, unless I think you want to maybe die. Probably we shouldn't open that.
Happy to close it.
Then how do we close it?
Yep.
Ugh.
We make eye contact and we're like, fuck.
Yeah, did a lot of investigating. Know pretty well what happened and how.
Not all, but many doors need a key. There may be a way to lock this door.
Can I use, hearing this conversation, can I use one of my holds on the read a bad situation to
Yep.
see how that staircase, what about that staircase is vulnerable?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I want to know what, if any, vulnerability it has.
So vulnerability wise, like if it is susceptible to damage at all, you could probably blow it to hell, right? If you had like explosives or something. To the best of your knowledge, right? You don't know what it would do, but it is a rickety fucking set of stairs. You could probably hit it with a sledgehammer hard enough and rip it apart if it was just some stairs, right? Beyond that, you get the sense that like if those normal mundane matters don't work, if those don't do it, then it probably falls somewhere in the realm of the weird. Which isn't, I know, a super helpful answer. But you're pretty sure you could in a mundane way beat the shit out of these stairs if you had the right equipment or like a backhoe, right? You could just smash them down.
Yep. Right. So it sounds like, I mean, clearly there's a physical component with the right material I could destroy, or the physical component of it could be destroyed. But whether or not that has any effect on the weird component, I don't really have a sense of that.
Right.
Got it.
But you can think of several different ways to bring something like this down. Varying levels of difficulty due to the terrain, getting shit out here, nothing that you have on your person besides, maybe some tools back in the truck if you or not in the truck, in the van if you got there and came back.
Gotcha.
Cam, do you want to throw some Cam or Amaro, since you guys have been watching for a bit? You want to do anything?
Trying to think of what I can do here.
Yeah, I mean, I can kick the shit out of some stairs. I'm just looking at
Kim-
the different moves and seeing what might apply. Go on.
I was just expositing. Kem is vaguely aware that someone went up and the Rusties came down, but we should not go up because that is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it seems like pacting with this thing, trying to get your wish granted, is going to pull you, I think, through the portal and send something else back.
You get stuck with them, and he'll just point at the stairs.
But you do get a wish granted. Do I understand that?
Did Reggie get a wish granted?
Are you trying to wish the stairs away?
I mean, it's a thought.
I mean,
It
what if
feels
it?
like it might.
Yeah, what if it takes away as just another location?
Yeah. That's a problem. That's a problem.
It's not worth trying, I think. It feels way too dangerous.
All right, I gotta make a call.
Please.
Okay.
How does
Time
it get
to deal
service out here as I check
my
my phone?
Cam always has service.
I am going to pull out my phone. I'm not actually using my phone. I
Uh-huh.
am going to check in. Where is it?
Yeah.
Here it is. I will telepathically ask the secret masters for aid.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah. You pull out your
Excuse
phone.
me?
Christ.
You pull out your phone and close your eyes, Cam.
I pull out my phone. I'm going to call a number, but I'm calling like information just so that I sound like I am in fact talking to someone. This could go badly.
I knew you were a little weirdo, Dad. I knew you were.
It
Ooh,
doesn't.
Okay.
On a 7 to 9, the secret masters need you to complete a task for them. Once it's done, they reveal a key fact, clue, or technique that will help you.
Technique. This is awesome.
Interesting.
This is my alternate weird move instead of use magic.
That's cool.
Cam, you, as you are doing this faux conversation, right? You begin each time you blink, you see words on the back of your eyelids until I assume you eventually close your eyes to read them.
Yep.
Yeah, you close your eyes and you see the words that simply say, blood is required. And then you blink, you like open your eyes and you close your eyes again. A small measure. You open your eyes, close your eyes again, and it says a ritual can be made. As you're talking to the just some opera, like the date and time.
Yeah.
It's currently 8:37 in Beeman
So
Bay.
yeah,
Yeah, we got another Phantom Tollbooth situation. Stairwell. Yeah, Beeman Bay Woods. How you want me to? Yeah. All right, and ritual, you say? All right. I can. Oh, God,
Cam,
what's yeah, basically, just having a fake conversation, and will describe the ritual necessary to.
So Cam, your right hand begins to violently itch, and you know that you need to pull your notepad out.
Yep.
And you need to get a little stick of charcoal, and you need to start drawing.
I will do all this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with that as you're doing this.
And that's a straight up and down line. I've got the phone like cradled on my shoulder.
Uh-huh.
The screen has gone dead because the fake call ended ages ago.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Cam, do you even look at like the thing you're drawing, or do you just
No, I just let it
like
draw.
you don't need to? Yeah. Yeah, you feel the feeling of having finished. But the sense that you get is it will not work without the first part of the message, the thing that was asked of you specifically.
Which is the blood.
Mm-hmm.
Do I have the slightest idea how I would get that to them?
Sure. You've
Just
got
Bleed onto the ground.
You got a
You've
couple
got
liters
a-
in you.
You've got your twisty dagger.
Hold
You
on.
don't remember
hold
what
on,
the real name of it is.
Hold on
You think
before
like
we.
maybe like a Chris or something? It's got some weird name, right, Cam? But you do got your twisty dagger that you know you need to use sometime.
Can I roll preparedness to see if I have some blood for him?
You can. It will not
Oh, it has to be his. Okay.
work here.
Sorry, I missed
So
on that.
Cam, you know you got
It's
a
also
dagger.
a telepathic secret conversation he's having in his
Okay.
eyeballs.
True. You have no idea what's going on. Actually, no, you cannot.
You
do
might have missed
anything.
that part, Doug. when you
Yeah,
got
because
eyes.
what's actually happening here is Cam is talking to what is functionally the like date and time, though you do not know that because he's carrying on a full conversation as he is reading a message on the back of his eyelids and then ghost writing something.
Cute.
Though to you it just looks like he's following instructions and talking to someone.
Mm,
You do not know any of this above table stuff.
Got it.
But do
Sorry,
you have
Cam,
blood?
back to fake
Do you
phone
have
call.
blood in your bag?
I mean,
Yeah.
that said, as Cam's scribbling away, I will kind of look at Awkward and say, "You think they actually have a? They just said ritual real loud."
Maybe.
That question gets answered when Cam pulls out the knife.
Yeah.
Holy
you-
shit, she's ready.
When I say sacrificial dagger, there's the most stereotypical, like,
It's
fucking,
wavy.
yeah, it's wavy, it's all twisty and weird.
Ooh, I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Is that authentic?
Jam that bad boy in my hand.
Yeah, Cam, you have enough time to think standard
Actually,
issue.
I'm not a complete moron. I will just slash across the back of my arm or the front of my arm because that way I'm not cutting tendons. I can still use my fingers.
Yep.
I'm not
Uh,
rendering my hand useless.
This one will be 2 harm,
Yeah, that
as
hurts.
you gotta really get in. You correctly deduced not the palm. Gonna need a little bit more blood than that.
Ooh,
Don't want to
definitely
cut anything
authentic.
big, but yeah, Cam in smooth motion slashes the forearm and bleeds onto the ground.
So is nobody asking why the government knows about rituals?
What the government knows about rituals, right, Rob?
Oh, is he here?
He has not joined us in Discord yet.
Oh, okay. I was like, did I miss that too?
Yeah, Rob's just over in the corner with a video camera.
He
like, throws
probably
a
is
thumbs
nodding
up.
like he's probably nodding like yeah, they obviously
Of
know.
course, Boner 69 told me. Or Crypto Boner 69
Crypto
has the
Boner
inside
69.
scoop. Yeah. Okay, what does everybody do with this fucking crazy thing that isn't so crazy up until the very end there that Cam just did?
Cam, are you okay?
Yeah. It doesn't feel great, but gotta do what we gotta do.
And what is it that you're doing besides cutting yourself?
I will explain the purpose of the sorry.
Uh-huh.
I will explain the purpose of the ritual as I mean, it gets us into destroying
Here's the problem, Cam.
I don't
You begin
know,
to try to
really.
explain the purpose of the ritual, and you know the ritual is just supposed to make it not do whatever it does anymore. You have no idea about the particulars. You don't know the specifics. You asked for
Yeah.
a technique, and you were given the technique.
I'm gonna be real honest with you. I don't remember exactly what this is doing, but I know it's doing what it needs to do to stop the thing. So we're stopping the thing.
Fuck yeah. I'll start emptying my bag of pieces of helpful items.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me. While that is happening, any RP, because a lot just happened all at once. Shit's still a little fraught. You are still standing next to a stairwell with a clown in the distance somewhere.
There
Are
is
you
a
allowed to be
clown
healed?
somewhere.
Are you allowed to be healed from your ritual wound? Ted?
You
I'm
don't
trying
know,
to
Cam.
I don't know. I mean, once this is done, yeah, it's best to just leave it for now.
Okay.
It's keeping the stairwell quiet,
Okay. Gauze though.
which is a perfectly normal sentence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I won't do magic, but I will actually make sure you're not bleeding over everything
Uh-huh.
else.
Appreciate that. Yep.
Okay, so here's the scoop. Harlow, you give a glance and you realize, size-wise, your biggest problem right now is going to be material to make this thing. You got a lot of salt, you got a lot of miscellaneous stuff. The size of the thing that's required here is very large, and you're just missing raw material.
I have a thought about that.
I do too. I'm just wondering if he told us the ingredients yet.
Yeah, I also have thoughts about it.
Oh,
what
I'm sorry,
What
yes,
is everybody's
I-
thoughts?
Cam will definitely, as much as he understands and remembers, which is admittedly very little.
So I will say all Cam really relays is the circle.
Mm.
The materials, Harlow, are a little bit, the nature of something like this is kind of supplementing them yourself. A little bit, right? Or at least you are capable of doing so. But if all Cam is able to give you is the circle itself, then that's what you got, right? So you do know, first thing that you're seeing, dimensions wise, because Cam has like drawn little like kind of feet ranges, and this thing
Okay.
is gonna be like 25 feet by 25 feet, right? It's huge, and the epicenter is going to be the stairs. And so what
Gotcha.
the problem you're having is material, right? You just don't have enough salt, or even all of your materials combined. It's going to be hard. And you feel like you could potentially try to scrape the ground, but that might be less effective, right? Than laying something on the ground.
We can't get the van out here, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Doug, did you have something?
If we don't have something, I could roll preparedness.
Could. True. Do you wanna?
Yeah, sure. And it's a sharp. How'd I do?
Oh, very good.
Oh!
So, okay. Yeah, here's what you got, awkward. We flash to it's Wednesday and you are at Home Depot. You don't really know why. Occasionally you just go here, buy shit, and throw it in your extra room. Standard procedure, kind of also where this fucking doorstop came from that you got. But you walk by, those bags of white powder that they use to do like baseball fields?
Mhm.
You walk by a like sack of that and you're like, yeah, I should get that. You don't really know what you'd use it for, but it seems useful.
I like to think it's a
Uh,
part of my hunches.
Yeah, like, and until yesterday, I guess for 4 days, there was just a big, it's not really very large, right? Those things aren't actually very big because they're designed to go in those things that distribute them, right? There's a little,
Yeah.
like, you can cut them and then move them along. But you did put it in your backpack. It's been in your backpack since Thursday. It's, now that you're thinking about it,
Oh.
it's kind of fucking
It's why
heavy.
you
and
tripped.
yeah, and it's
Yeah.
taking up a lot of space in your backpack. You really are kind of wondering why you even fucking had it.
Yeah. Also, a lot of stuff is covered in that dust in your backpack.
Oh, the inside of your backpack's a fucking mess.
Oh, it's always been.
Yeah, the little canteen that you keep in there is just grainy. Like the lid wasn't screwed on all the way. And after your trips, for sure. But yeah, that's what you got, Awkward.
Tight.
Okay. Do we need anything else?
Cam.
Oh, right. You're asking me. No, it sounds like we got this thing drawn. We got the blood on the ground. We
This
got
is enough material to make it. Do we need anything else to do that?
Does it look like we have enough? I think so.
I mean, the amount that Awkward's got is designed to like powder a baseball field, right? So like probably.
Should be good, yeah.
Okay.
right.
Harlow, you can probably do the setting up on your own if you wanted to. And maybe you might have to get the lines correct,
Mhm.
right? Because you're going to have to walk along with the bag below you.
I can do that. I can spend my whole time doing that.
Okay. As essentially what we're looking at is not is a pentacle, not a pentagram, right? So the circle's around the outside of it and the points don't go through the circle. But it's easy enough to do the circle around the outside, right? To make the circle, and then most of what you're spending your time on is doing all of the intersecting lines. Because it's not a true like 5-sided anything inside. There's a lot of crisscrossing. And it isn't as you're looking and thinking about the design, it begins to kind of make your head hurt because it isn't symmetrical, it isn't very pretty or elegant even. It seems almost brutalist by your standard of magic, if that makes sense. Like you're
think I'd
looking at a
call
different
this-
form of art.
Yeah, I think that he doesn't, even though he's going to recognize that this is going to be real magic, this isn't real magic as he knows it, and scoffs. He's like, honestly, Cam, who made this?
I don't know. I just asked for what's in the books. I don't read the books. I certainly don't write the books.
If it fucking works, then whoever the author is my new best friend. But oh my god.
As that is happening, Harlow, as you are making progress, all of you hear, and then another, hey there, as a head peeks down from the nothingness at the top of the stairs. There, you all blink, and there is a Rusty standing, like, directly next to Awkward, with a hand reaching out towards you. It looks like there's a little, like, something in its palm. And then you hear, "Hi, I'm Rusty," as another head peers down from from the nothingness at the top of the stairs. And we'll kick some shit off again.
Hooray.
So the state of play is, Deb, you very clearly see the one in the tree line rifle.
Mhm.
It's that same one that was shooting at you earlier. There is now one that is descending the stairs, seems to be walking down the stairs, and one that has appeared next to Awkward. Harlow, you are in the process of tracing this as this is happening, right?
Yes.
Or do you stop what you're doing? That is a choice for you to make, I suppose.
I think that he wants to keep doing this. He'll rely on everyone else to keep him alive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Real quick then, just to start shit off, Harlow, give me an act under pressure. It is very clearly just another day. If there ever was a situation for that, it would be this.
You know what's really relaxing? Drawing circles.
Yes.
Easy, just keep going, Harlow. As long as, like, This situation is very bad, and if you give that any thought, it will fuck with you. Right now, you're in the zone. This is your
I'm
element.
praying. I'm praying.
Yeah. Okay. I will open it up to everyone as we kick shit off. This one over here to the right is the one that is off in the tree line with the rifle. Oh, there's one more than there used to be. The one next to Awkward is next to Awkward, and there is one walking down the staircase in front of you.
You said the one coming at Awkward had something in its hand. It was like reaching
Yep.
its hand out. What's
Uh-huh.
in its hand?
It looks like a button or something. Like you
mean
see,
like
there's a strap around his hand.
Like a
Like a
electric
joy
hand
buzzer?
shaker?
A joy buzzer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's pretty funny. It is pretty funny.
What's everyone do? Shit's kicking off.
Right.
Fucking
Right.
Right.
run.
Almaros goes to stop the Rusty that's reaching out to shake Awkward's hand, and Deb puts an arm out, seeing the joy buzzer, and it's just like, no, let's let this play out for a second.
Wait, are
No.
you sure?
No, that is not at all what happened.
I will reach. I'll reach my hand out. Take the joy buzzer and then break its wrist.
Okay.
That's
Give
what
me a
I'd
kick
like to
some
do.
ass.
I think that's thematic since it hurts me back.
Mhm.
Oh yes,
What's your effect?
yes. What is the effect here? Okay. I think. Huh. You know what? I feel like I should give actually, you know what I'll do? Break break the wrist. I'm gonna give a +1 forward to Harlow. Because I feel like you're gonna have to make a roll for whatever you're doing. As I turn and there's like a little bit of the voice to soothe the mind. Just telling you, this magic is old and powerful, and you know it.
Okay.
And then I deal 3 terrible harm
Yeah,
to this
you
thing.
deal 3. It deals 2 harm to you. So
Okay.
only 1 will make it through.
Past the armor.
Yes. As you crush its wrist, its other hand inflates almost like a balloon and just fucking uppercuts you. Like full on catches
Well.
you under the chin, lifts you up off the
Right.
ground.
Holy shit.
I see this. I see this hand inflating, and I'm gonna try and pop that motherfucker with a shot from my hunting rifle.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Do it
Go
to it.
Dad.
All right.
Okay. How much harm?
That's 2 harm.
Okay.
Nice.
Deb, you take a shot to the shoulder for
Mhm.
2 harm.
Yep.
From the Rusty in the tree line, your nemesis.
Yeah.
Also with a hunting rifle. He is out of the copse that you're in, which means he's
Mhm.
probably about 20 feet into the tree line.
Yeah.
He isn't keeping as much distance as he was before, but he is still out there away.
Excellent.
Okay, we've got 2 moves going off. I'm gonna take this opportunity to the one on the stairs. Looks around, like gazes around for a moment, and the eyes lock onto Harlow. As it blips out for a second, and Harlow, you feel a shoulder tapping you, or you feel a finger tapping you on the shoulder, and you hear, "Hi, Harlow. My name is Rusty." As a hand clamps down on your shoulder, dealing 1 harm. Okay. That was its move. Back to the thing. I think it's spatial wise, because Harlow keeps intersecting with the stairs and going towards the middle. Harlow is within range of, for sure, Cam, and probably Awkward, in that you're 10 feet away from each other, right? in range to do stuff.
I was gonna say, I figure since we were having a conversation while that was getting painted, and I'm
Yep.
walking around with the notebook to show the lines.
True, you might be
if I
right
could-
next to him.
Yeah, if I
Mhm.
could try to protect someone,
Okay, do it to it.
take some of that. Plus, we need this ritual to finish.
Oh, God.
Ooh.
XP baby.
Yeah, I don't. Sorry, Harlow, but I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna burn a luck on this just yet.
No,
No
way. I'm
way.
fine.
No way.
I haven't been hurt very bad. Like, this is my first injury.
Harlow, or actually Cam, the one that you run to try to like bat its hand away, right? And actually, Harlow, you don't take any harm. The hand doesn't reach your shoulder, but almost like a magic trick, the eyes swivel towards you without the head moving, Cam. From its coat comes like an old-fashioned Tommy gun as it sprays directly across
Jesus.
you, dealing
Oh.
dealing one harm through body armor as it sprays at midline directly, like point blank at you.
Well, it kind of worked.
Yeah.
Oh.
It is now fully looking at you though. With it has sprayed one, and you see it throws that gun to the side, and as it reaches into its coat, pulls out another one. And you see that gun disappear. Okay, opening it back up. We've got Awkward. You haven't done anything yet, right?
I think I'm just gonna jinx until I think of something better.
Okay, which one are you
I
jinxing?
actually never took a turn.
Oh,
beyond the
you didn't.
protect.
You're right. You only
Yeah.
protect someone. Yeah, you're. Go
Oh.
ahead, Cam. I feel like you're in the mix. unless you want Awkward to do the jinx to tee you up.
That might be a good idea.
Sure.
Yeah. And Doug, the Jinx is so good. It's so
Well,
good.
To be
Oh my
fair,
God.
Awkward, you do have one literally right next. So you are gonna have to choose between Rusties.
Well, I have two, holding two.
True. Well, no, but the jinx is on one target. The
Oh.
hold is to do two separate. Wait, is it? Am I thinking?
You can encourage coincidences to occur the way you want. When a jinx when you jinx a target.
Yeah.
Mm.
So which one? The one next to you, or the one that is trying to stop? Well, that just blasted Cam with a Tommy gun.
Mm. Well, Cam is at 7 or 4.
Yeah, I mean it
Her
clearly
blood's
caught
fine.
mostly Cam's body armor, but you did just watch Cam get swiped with the full clip from a fucking Tommy gun at point blank range. It's a miracle Cam isn't more hurt.
Mm. Mm. Okay, pause on me real quick.
Mhm.
Cody, I think I'll take this opportunity to clarify that I didn't use the bag to attack him.
Right, you didn't.
I actually used the fist from the smite without realizing I did it. So that's only 2 damage.
Okay, got it. Okay.
I feel like that's honest. But it's
Yeah.
intimate and messy.
It's fine. Cam, then floor's open to you. You did just get the shit shot out of you.
I sure did.
Yeah.
But you know what?
I'll give Cam one. Well, it depends on how well he does this. If I give him one or not.
Well, you have to decide now.
I decide on him as a target. I just
Okay,
am
got
holding
it. So
if
Cam,
he doesn't do
they're the
well enough.
target. Got it. Okay,
Yeah.
Cam, you're jinxed.
Even though I just got shot, I am still going to. At least I have that one focused on me. I will
Mhm.
shoot at the one that is on Awkward. Hey,
Yeah.
clown! By the time I'm done with you, no one's gonna ever think about you again. And then I will. All right.
We take it. Success.
Yeah.
Yeah, so exchange harm, right?
Yep. So it will take 3 from the assault rifle.
Okay, yeah. You keeping some trigger discipline, you catch it twice like center mass as you are riding the recoil a little bit, right? And it's looking pretty fucked up. it turns to you, and as its hand, you saw this is the same one that like uppercutted Amoros. You shoot it like in the back. It turns and a throwing dagger comes flying out and lands in your shoulder, dealing 1 harm.
Oh my god.
Is that harm through my armor? That's 1 harm and my armor shrugs it
1
off.
harm through your armor as it
Alrighty.
plunks into your arm.
Is there a way to use
Uh-huh.
my jinx since Cam is the target?
Yes.
I can interfere with what a monster minion or bystander is trying to do.
Yeah, I think I would rule here that if you wanted to make it so that dealt 1 less harm, for instance, right? Because
Yeah.
it went wide,
Yeah.
then that would be appropriate. Yeah, you could use your
Sick.
jinx for that.
Torch.
So
I still got one.
it throws the dagger, and this one is a little bit more inexplicable than some of the others, Cam, because you watch it clear and true towards your arm and then just swerve at the last minute and plink off the staircase.
I could have sworn that shit hit me.
Okay. Got it. So yeah, this one next to Awkward is mangled. There's one in the tree line. The one in the tree line, I think, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 5. You know what? I like your luck, Doug. Give me
Okay.
a 1, just a D6.
Mm.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's gonna take another shot at Deb. And 2 harm is gonna like as a bullet. You could see it now because you're kind of having a gunfight with this thing.
Mhm.
But still, this one catches you in the leg.
Can I?
You don't think it hit an artery, but it hurt. Almaros, yeah, you absolutely can.
Yeah. Can I try to catch the bullet?
Sure.
Protect. A 10.
Hey.
Okay, so that means you get an extra effect, right?
Ooh, yeah. I catch the bullet. I'll inflict harm. Catch the bullet. Throw it at it.
Okay. Yeah, it would have dealt. Let's see. I need to check something. Up. Okay. Amaros, the effect I'm going to give to you is a -1 forward. But you do so the way this looks is it shoots, you reach out, a kind of like golden, weird, like gelatinous ichor surges out from the bag for a second, like encasing your hand almost like a glove, as you just reach out and fully like swat the bullet back at it. The effect is just that you are unbalanced for a moment, right? As the
Ooh.
force had to go somewhere, and you fully basically batted the bullet back at it, right? The force just distributed down your arm, and you are off kilter for a second because it had to go somewhere.
And just to be clear, I take no harm as a result of this?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. I see
And the bullet
Omerus,
rams into Rusty's hand.
I see Omerus swat this bullet that was a true shot. I look at him and, well, you and me are definitely partners for Saturday morning pickleball.
I look at you, a little smile and a wink.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Back to the top real quick. Here's the deal, Harlow. You are trying to single-handedly do big magic. You're trying to do it under a like pretty difficult set of circumstances, right? And
Yeah, I
because
wanted
everything
my friends involved, but now we're all getting
I know.
shot at.
So with your initial success, you have locked in. You can execute this thing, right? What it will require is essentially a act under pressure with your just another day, and the static effect of just you trying to brute force this yourself is a -1. And in order to successfully complete it, that is to say, to focus, to get it exactly right, to do this all under the circumstances, we will need 3 successes moving forward from you.
Mhm.
Sound good?
Yes.
As you're continuing to like leaning over, trying to get the lines exactly right. At this point, you're doing it from memory, essentially, right? You're like,
I've got the scrap of paper in my hand, but I can't really
Yeah.
look at it.
uh-huh. So go ahead and
you've got it in your hand, but you're sweating and you've wiped your hand, and now
Uh-huh.
it's just a mess.
I just
We
watched
will
the whole thing. There's ash across my
Nice.
face.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll kick off the top of each quote unquote initiative round with this roll to see how well you are doing. And
Love.
because it's fun.
Yeah.
So give
you
me
said
that. It's your weird roll, right? Because you're doing just another day, but it's with a -1.
Yes. Yeah. 'Cause it's
And a +1 from me.
True.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Easy.
Which makes it a 13.
Absolutely. 1 success in the bin. You also managed to get some distance from any of the rusties, following along the natural path. Just as a side effect of continuing on the line.
Can't wait to get Denny's after this.
Uh-huh. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3 of them and 4 of you. The one I think next to Awkward, the one that threw a knife at Cam, missed, uppercut punched Amaros, turns to you, Awkward, and its hand flashes for a moment, and you hear a clink as it flicks the pin out of her grenade and rolls it towards your feet.
Awesome.
Uh-huh. At this point, this I will give you a moment then to react to this, Awkward, right? Because it's a little bit different than he's not cooking the grenade, he's just thrown a live grenade at your feet, right?
Jinx him.
Okay, do it to it.
Don't do this now. Don't do it to me. Okay, I'll take that.
Okay, what's the effects?
He rolls it, and as soon as it like falls to the ground, it actually hits a rock and rolls back to him.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so the way I will litigate this is
Ow, fuck, sorry.
because of the location. Deb and Amaros give me
sorry,
an
guys.
act under pressure roll with a +1. Because Awkward has manipulated fate a little bit, but has moved it far enough away from him to blow this rusty now. So both of you give me an act under pressure to just dodge out of the way at the last second. Easy.
High
No
five,
problem. The grenade rolls forward, hits a rock, and like against all physics, rolls back underneath the rusty's feet. It reaches down as if it's gonna get like grab the pin, and the detonation goes off, showering. First off, everybody's ears are suddenly ringing as a live grenade has gone off. The entire clearing fills with like debris. You all have a moment of like, oh fuck, as you look at the ground and look for the circle and think like, oh shit, did it? It did not. The circle is still okay. It managed to do it like in one of the perfect little grids where it almost fucked up the circle. There's a few pieces where it damaged it a little bit, but it's still intact.
That'll buff out.
It'll buff out. And that's one rusty blown to hell.
Yay!
let's go.
God.
Okay. Who wants to go? We got one in the tree and one in a fucking struggle with Cam.
I'm gonna start by fucking that one up, I think.
Yeah.
Come on. Stop moving the button. Let me just. If I click a gun, does it do anything? No. I just have to kick some ass.
+1.
Oh,
That's
yes.
your second hold on
That's my second hold on Cam. Yeah.
Okay. Cam, you backpedal for a second, right? Because you're a little too you're a little danger close. So you just need just a second of space. And you backpedal and feel yourself trip for just a second over something, right? And you see that Rusty takes a step towards you, brandishing the gun. And as the shot rips out, you feel yourself continue to trip and sort of slide underneath the line of bullets that would have been right where your head was as you land on your ass, still shooting towards this Rusty. So what's your extra effect?
Since I am a little bit hurt and on the edge of damage, I
Uh-huh.
will go ahead and take less harm.
Okay.
So I suffer -1 harm.
Yep. The effect then is you, as you're continuing to shoot, as you fall and kind of, try to like lean into the fall, the shot rips exactly where your head would have been. You take no harm, but you see the Reaper for a moment, right? As you work out in reverse the cost. Oh shit! That bullet was center mass in my forehead. If I hadn't tripped, that would have been me. Yeah, but you deal how much harm again?
3.
Okay, cool. Okay. Who else?
Yeah, I think Deb was preparing to sling the hunting rifle back over her shoulder and charge towards this Rusty that was in sort of melee range with Cam. But as Cam sort of falls backward and creates more space, she looks down the scope of this hunting rifle
Uh-huh.
and just says, where'd it go? Just says, bless your heart.
Nice. Okay, and is that the
That's
one?
2 harm.
Sorry, the one with Cam or the one with
one with Cam. The
Okay.
one in the tree line is just going to keep taking pot shots, and from Deb's perspective, they're away, so we'll deal with it later.
Okay. Yeah, you this thing fully engaged with Cam, you shoot, catch it in the shoulder as it spins with the bullet almost in a full circle. The Tommy gun flies out of its hand again with this motion as its sad, kindly old man eyes turn towards you. Okay, who's next?
Gosh,
Amros, you're about 20 feet away from the fucker in the tree line. He's
Okay.
crouched back, like, around the edge of a tree, right? Kneeling down in a shooting position, just taking pot shots.
Just the idea of this old sad clown face turning towards it's tickling me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to help Harlow, but this guy is like this guy could just shoot Harlow, and that's a problem.
Yeah,
So-
do that for me. I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I think he's like, aiming right. His aim has been like towards Deb a
Yeah.
bit, right? So as his attention is on her, I
And
just
this is the one he banished, by the way.
Yeah, I break right. I break to flank outside his vision line, circle around, and then kind of get to around his side flank, right? I whistle to catch his attention as I've already opened the bag to like crush him with some of this forceful energy.
A thing, Amros, just to add to the cinema of it.
Yeah.
It is in the direction you came from. Meaning, if you wanted to just teleport about 10 feet behind him.
Oh, yes, teleports behind him. Yes.
Yeah. You just blip and appear behind him as you're like opening the drawstring.
Yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah.
Kick some ass.
It's a 12.
Good God. Now you guys are fucking popping off. Okay. One. So what is this particular exhalation of the bag look like?
This is right again. The energy kind of swirls around the hands as he puts them outwards and just like squeezes the fingers. Right. It's just there's a pressure on this Rusty's body as like he kind of like folds in a little bit. His sad clown face.
Yeah, his hand whips out and a croquet mallet comes flying at your head. And ricochets off of your skull. You take 1 harm.
Okay, incredible. I'll negate that harm because I'm immortal.
Mhm.
As
As its sad clown eyes regard you with fear.
Yeah. I think I'd like to because I get a bonus effect. I think I'll give the +4 to Harlow again. In this instance,
+1, yeah.
yeah, the +1, yeah. To Harlow, as the Rusty. Is this Rusty dead or he's just hurt?
He's the one that you're fighting. The
Yeah.
one that you're like over here with. Just hurt, but very
Okay.
hurt.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah,
Um,
it's less visible because it's been shot twice, and what you just dealt to it was incredibly harmful. But it doesn't like you crushed its whole body, kind of. So it's like, what's the effect of getting hit by a car? Like it's distributed, right? So it's clearly not doing good. But
yeah, I think it's probably like folding back into
Yeah.
shape,
like an
which is
accordion.
which is kind of worse when you think
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
awful.
I think like as it's getting back up, this the focus of Amuro shifts to see Harlow continuing the magic, and I think it's the +1 forward is he offers a prayer up to his goddess to help Harlow see this through.
Cool. Okay. I think that leaves Deb, right? Or actually, Awkward hasn't done. No, Awkward did a jinx, right?
Yeah, checking my reaction was like my jinx, so that's an action.
That's your reaction.
Or like
you haven't
using,
done.
yeah.
Yeah, you did. You've done a jinx, and you haven't done any this time.
Yeah.
So Awkward or Deb, all right.
Go Deb.
Well, I took my shot at.
Oh, you did. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
So Awkward, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna jinx the far away one.
Mm-hmm.
That's working pretty well. Watch it, fuck up. Hey.
Getting closer. So that's 1 hold. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
The
holding on to it.
one next to Cam turns like you see it's as it's looking past you at Deb, you do your jinx, right? And you see the eyebrows furrow in a look of consternation as it let's see what weapon. I'm running out of I got to go through like a Rolodex of it holds out its hand and it like in the middle of its hand you see a balloon form. As it flicks the balloon at you, the balloon pops and a bunch of bees start to sting you.
Jinx it.
Well, it's going to try to deal many harms to you, so you may jinx it. What are you trying to do?
Interfere with a monster.
Got it.
With what a monster is trying to do.
That's the one that's right next to Cam. The one that's closer to you.
Oh, wrong one. Okay, sorry. We're good.
Yep. Okay, so if this is
fuck.
allowed to get through, 3 harm will get through to you as the balloon is floating towards you. Is really where the reaction comes in.
Oh, okay. So I have another reaction, or I get to use a reaction on this.
If you have something to do.
I mean, I could jinx it again.
Well, you can't jinx it. You can use your jinx as a reaction. Jinxing it is technically the action, to use that parlance. Really, in this case, somebody could try to protect someone. Either Cam or Deb could try to protect you from
I will
what's happening.
happily just try to shoot the balloon down.
Yeah.
It's just a floating balloon. It's
just a balloon.
Am I still rolling protect someone, however?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I
I'll
think
protect them, but I'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get.
yeah. I think you will take no harm. Awkward will take 1 harm.
Okay, and that
As
amulet
you
thing
s-
goes off, right?
True. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Amulet burns out. No harm is suffered. The one over by you, Amaros, it sees you, right? You've just like brushed it all over with the bag. It reaches into its coat and pulls out longer, an enormous fucking hand with a giant like end on it. Raises it up one-handed and just fucking brings it down on the back of your head.
Okay.
It's gonna deal 1 harm is going to make it to you.
Okay.
Okay, now it is all of your turn. They went ahead and went. Now you guys get to go.
Starts with Harlow, right?
Actually, yes, it does. You're right. They go last. Harlow, give me that. You are at a net neutral, so no. The -1 has been canceled out by Amoros's prayer for blessing. So give me that.
Okay.
Act under pressure. Just another day. Easy.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's second success of 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and now we will kick shit off. Who wants to get stuff started? We've got one Rusty that is been engaged in a very weird fight with Cam and Awkward. We've got the lone gunman Rusty, who's now engaged in a hammer fight with Amaros.
The lone gunman.
Look, that's his brand so far. He's the lone gunman Rusty.
Mhm.
Got to distinguish them somehow.
I'm gonna jinx the other Rusty,
Yeah, okay.
just in case he tries some
I
shit
feel like
again.
most things we should probably just go to you first to be like, who do you want to jinx? What's your jinx target?
The other
Easy.
Rusty.
Fucking I know, yeah. Now you got 1 jinx hold on this Rusty over here and 2 on the Rusty near you.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Who's up next? I think Harlow, your scrapings will take you like approximately over here as you're just continuing to run, laying down the line.
I think I'd like to try to get rid of this Rusty by
Yeah.
me because he is slowly going to kill me
Yeah.
if he keeps on going on. Cool. Let me try to kick this guy's ass. Oh, I did just want to double check. Okay. I did forget the -1, but the last roll I made, I think it either was the act under pressure or the kick some ass. Maybe the protect someone. I forgot. You know what? Let's. Do you want to apply it
think-
now?
I think it was the +1 that you got was the kick some ass. I think. Or no, it was
I'm talking about the -1 that you gave me.
right. Okay,
I
yeah,
did not. I don't think
we'll
I
just-
applied it to anything. So do you want to apply it? Do you want me to apply it to this? So it gets.
No,
applied?
we'll say it probably would have gone off at the kick some ass, which would have taken the 12 to 11, which would have been functionally nothing, right? That's when it would have gone off, I believe.
That
So you're
may be
good.
correct. Okay, cool. Just wanted to be fair about
Uh-huh.
it. Okay. A 10. We take
Yeah,
these.
goddamn.
We take these.
You guys dialed in on the combat.
Hell yeah.
How much harm?
It's this is from the 5 demon bag, 3 harm, close magic, holy. The bag opens, and I take his hammer, snap it, and then hit him with both sides of it. Using the magic of the bag.
What's your extra effect?
The extra effect, boy, I like giving Harlow the help in case, but they've just been nailing their rolls. I think I'm just gonna do 1 extra harm.
Okay.
Yeah.
One harm will make it through back to you, and the form that this takes is you reaching out through the bag, crush this, like, first you move to crush it with the mallet, right? To like bring both ends onto it. But you almost like crumple the sad old man clown into like kind of a ball for a moment as the force gets away from you for a split second, right? You've been going hot with the bag. You've been throwing around the magic, doing a lot of things. And I think the one harm is the bag harming you. You feel, and up through your left hand, you feel the black vein beginning to creep up your forearm. This Rusty, however, is dead. You have
Okay.
crushed it, and there is just a ball of gore on the ground in front of you.
A price. The bag hungers. A price must be
Mhm.
paid.
Okay. Cam or Deb.
You want to go, Deb?
Sure, I'll take a shot. Yeah, I'll just wheel around and shoot at our friendly neighborhood Rusty.
Okay. Trade some harm, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
That is
you
2 harm.
catch it with a bullet. It turns and just arm extended throws one of those daggers out at you. And luckily you managed to avoid the edge, but the
Mhm.
blunt end just smacks into your forehead as you kind of whip yourself to the side to stop it from stabbing you, right?
Okay, yeah. Is that
Okay.
1 or 2 harm?
That is one harm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cam. Rusty in front of you is real hurt. It's throwing out a whole bunch of Looney Tunes bullshit.
Random bullshit. Go.
I'll do one harm to him.
It's even more hurt. It takes a step towards you, and you see its like big goofy foot catches on a root, and you see the like you hear like a snap as its ankle like twists violently.
Oh, God.
Again,
What?
another one of those weird fucking things that keeps happening around you, Cam.
Big root problem out here.
So many fucking
Weird.
roots.
So strange. You know, it's even more strange. This clown, and that clown is gonna get shot. No one-liners. Just
Okay.
Heck yeah.
deal the 3 harm. I'll no, it's just a 9. So we just
Yeah. You shoot it center of chest, and as you do, you are pretty sure like heart shot. It with its dying breath reels back. You see its chest inflates, and then it lets out a scream that slams into you almost like a physical weight. As all of you hear this ear-shattering like scream. The force of it deals 1 harm to you, Cam.
Interfere with it.
As it just okay. Sure. The last jinx goes down.
I got it. I
This
got this one. I got this one.
yeah, what's the effect here, you fucking
So he takes a big deep breath in and kind of like a vacuum, it like pulls up a pine cone and it goes back to the back
Yeah,
of
of
his throat.
course.
And
Yeah.
he can't fucking do anything.
Just a pine cone goes
Looney
and
Tunes
then
style.
it just collapses backwards. Its chest still inflated as a whistling is now like coming out of the hole where it's like where the heart shot was instead of out of its mouth. Y'all just hear the as like a high pitched whistling is coming out. And that Rusty goes down.
Oh my god, you guys, we survived.
Arlo, give me one more.
Okay.
This one's at a -1, I believe. Yes.
Yeah. -1. Oh my
Let's go.
God.
Let's go.
Okay.
Never needed the help.
What
Never
the
needed it.
hell?
One last part to this sequence, Harlow. You have successfully completed the thing. Now you have to do the magic, right? You have to do the use magic to get this done.
Mhm.
You have taken all of the precautions so that you can do this big magic without any penalty. It comes down to a use magic roll. Sound good?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have done all of the requirements I have set before you to make the big magic happen. Now what it requires is the doing the magic.
I'm gonna jinx her.
Do it, do it.
Given
Okay.
that this is Cam's ritual, can he attempt to assist with it? Can he
Sure.
help out?
Yeah,
Okay.
you see Harlow finishes, right? He stops. He's got
Oh,
it set
shit.
up.
Holy
Good
moly.
Christ. Okay. So Jinx goes off on Harlow. You can assist as well.
That's plus
So that's a
2.
+2, and then I presume another +1. Awkward's Jinx.
Yeah. Can I
So
give
you're
2? Can I give both of them?
I would say you can't do the same. You can't
Okay,
give
that's fair.
somebody a +2.
Not
So
the dog pile, but can I also try to help them?
Ha!
no. In this particular case, I think we've ridden as high on the help out as we can. So I think the effect actually awkward is your Jinx, instead of manipulating causality, you literally just push some of your power into him, right?
Oh, okay.
You feel what that to move causality in the way that you do with your Jinx is an expression of power. And instead of doing anything with causality, you simply let the power settle onto Harlow.
Yeah.
Harlow, you feel an inexplicable fucking supercharge. Give me
Does
the
his eyes
roll.
glow?
Sure. His eyes were already glowing. Now they just
No, like
glow.
mine.
True. Yeah, one of them does.
They're reflecting and now they're
Yes.
glowing.
Yeah, one of them goes that white as it like whites out slightly. Give me the roll, Harlow, with a +3, and then describe for me what it is you're doing. You have this elaborate circle in front of you. The epicenter is the stairs. All of
Yeah.
the shit has been happening. There's a huge divot that almost disrupted it over in the corner from that fucking grenade. There are clown corpses all over this fucking place in various states of horrific disrepair. You've summoned all of your power. This is the moment. You're about to execute the spell. Give me the roll and then tell me what it looks like.
Yeah. What the?
Okay.
That
Well,
cannot
you
be
Yeah,
you
you
did,
correct.
put it in
You
wrong.
did
I
a
put it in
plus
wrong.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. That's
which
right.
you actually rolled a 7.
A
You
Total
you
of
rolled
12.
Yeah, you rolled fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you rolled a 12 because the extra +3 on top of it carried you well over.
From zero to hero.
Yeah. So tell me get luxurious with it.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
cinematic. Tell me what it looks like.
So these white painted lines now crisscross all over, and many of them are laying over so much of the silver filaments that he's been like tuning into this whole time. And where some of those poignant places are, he is making specific prayers and looking up to the moon. And when the circle is nearly complete, there is only like a small gap remaining. He kneels down on the ground and rubs his hands together, and he begins to he is incanting, and it is a self-made prayer that is for protection, because he is suddenly very scared that this is going to hurt very badly.
Uh-huh.
And he takes out his own knife, which is his own athame, but it is a pocket knife of his.
Uh-huh.
And he draws blood from his thumbs, and puts them together so that when his palms touch the ground, uh, his own blood and white tattoos that complete a circle arc from one finger down to his met thumbs to the other finger and to either end of the now completed circle. And with Awkward's blessing, those little marks on his own hands begin to light white as well. And he goes, ah, fuck, shit. And as he returns to his mantra, the chalk itself picks up and starts to hover just slightly within the grass and dirt and spin in an orbit and begin to come onto the silver filament and tear and shred at parts of this that are not in accordance with the natural order of magic.
Got it. Got it from here. All of you, there is a moment where, as this begins to happen, complete stillness. As you stand here, the earth shakes for a moment. Day becomes night as the moon rises in the sky, and then it is day again, and then it is night. The wind blows suddenly in a furious gale that is rare for the Hybor forest. The section of open area you're standing in seems to flicker for a moment. You're looking at a mansion. You're standing inside of a mansion. You're standing outside of a mansion. It flickers once more. There's a staircase. There is no staircase. And as everything settles into that mid-afternoon that you were in, you all kind of clear your eyes from the wind and from the debris that had kicked up and the dirt that has covered everything. And you realize you are standing not in a clearing anymore, but amongst trees in an unremarkable section of the woods. And everybody hears very, very distinctly a voice that sounds like it comes from the wind says, "Well done, child." And with a almost like a soap bubble pop on like pressure, all of your ears pop and ring, and everything goes still.
I black out.
Harlow sways and just falls down.
Is this a positive vibe right now, or is this a negative vibe right now?
It feels normal.
Okay.
There is no more. It's the same day to you. It feels like how it was, right? It's the same time of day. There is just now you are no longer standing in a clearing with stairs. You are standing in an unremarkable section of forest. There is no circle, there is no stairs. The only thing that remains to show that anything happened is your own wounds and the corpses of the rust that are littering. One of them you see literally looks like it is like inside of a tree that has grown up around it.
Do the sounds of nature return?
Yes. After your ears clear from that popping, that ringing, that voice spoke through the wind and the cacophony of it. There isn't a lot of like bird song in the Hybor forest. It's one of those it's sort of unnaturally quiet, some would describe it, though, that's relative.
Yeah, it's all the
But you
bugs
do,
and stuff, you know.
yeah, you do hear the, midday mosquitoes all of a sudden, and the other like wildlife, the ambient rustling of a forest.
Almor stumbles his way back to the group, brushes off some of the dirt and forestry from his outfit, looks at his feet as he stumbles, and be like, "There's a lot of roots around here."
Real quick, awkward. Give me a sharp roll.
Sharp.
No problem if you fail, just to
Okay.
see if you caught something with your sight.
Nope.
Yep, didn't see anything. No problem. No experience though. This is just if you had seen something that just happened
Yeah.
with your sight. You did not.
I'd like to check on Harlow. It sounded like they fainted.
I'm sure I'm fine, but
Yeah, just kind of like kneel down, kind of like a hand on the chest. Harlow.
Wow. Oh my. That was real. That was real. That happened.
Hecate is pleased this day.
He just starts beaming.
I help you to your feet. We all here?
Looks like it. Everybody okay? Deb, you hurt? You got shot a couple times.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen better days. I've seen much worse ones, but I've certainly seen better days. You're looking like you're in pretty rough shape too.
Oh, I'm okay. I'll be fine. I'll patch myself up in a bit.
Omeros, is part of your ear hanging off?
I don't think so. I reach up. Is part of my ear hanging off?
A little.
Oh God.
You turned your head when the hammer hit. You realize, and it's
Is it-
it's fucked up the corner of your ear a little
Is it
bit.
bad?
No,
It looks-
no, honey. It'll be just fine.
Again, to be
Good.
clear,
It feels
Amros
bad.
Amros is gushing that golden ichor down the side of his head. It's doing the weird thing because Amros's clothes do not ever like absorb any of the liquid, right? So it's doing that thing where it's just pooling down by his feet again,
Nice.
like down by his, like straight past his shoes onto the ground without touching any of his clothing.
I use one. I I pick up the. I said I waved to Dev over like to give me a hand.
Mhm.
Here, you lay it in place. I'll see if I can seal it up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll lay on hands myself. Hopefully the bag does not hunger. 7 to 9 on a lay on hands. I heal the harm or illness, but take it into myself.
Good.
But I
Um,
do
I-
take mine. I don't know how that works because I take -1 wound, so I don't know if anything happened.
Technically,
I
nothing
would like
happens.
to try and protect someone.
No need because technically this Amros has found a loophole for this.
Okay.
Because Amros just takes one flat less harm, which means
Gotcha.
Amros does not. Amros, I think, physically, superficially takes the harm, but it doesn't actually like keep, right?
Gotcha.
So like a superficial wound forms on Amros and heals just as fast. Amros feels the pain but doesn't get the injury.
Gotcha.
Oh, I don't think that one did it. Is it on?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Surprising. Like I thought your hand was in the absolute wrong place, but apparently you've done this once or twice before. That looks pretty good, Omeros.
Oh, all right. I give it a little tug. Is my ear on, or is it still dangly?
It looks like it's on fine.
Oh, cool. Good.
I mean, the rest of you is pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
as you
I'm
take
not.
stock.
Yeah, I'm not healed, but at least
Your
my-
body is
yeah, this
functionally
is
one
fine.
giant contusion at this point.
Yeah,
You've got a
this is fine.
huge bruise on the bottom of your chin from the uppercut. You've got a huge knot in the middle of your head from the fucking hammer. You've got maybe at least one bullet hole somewhere that you can't see because it's hidden by your clothes.
Auckland, do you feel anything?
What do you mean? Oh, right. Yeah, let's tune in to the monster.
Sure.
Hey.
So you get to ask me a question?
Where's the creature right now?
The creature, so it's a split answer. The creature is still wherever it was. You did not send it to anywhere because it was always where it was. But the ability to access it has been moved elsewhere. It is no longer here. Whether you don't know if that means it is somewhere else. It simply is not here. And also you cannot locate where it is. Something about the circle has obscured it.
Well, I don't know if it's over, but we definitely took care of this place.
Okay, but y'all hear that voice, right? Y'all heard
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, I know that voice.
Excuse
Do
me?
you?
Oh,
Yeah, I've only heard it once, like a really long time ago. Um, it's maybe we can talk about this outside of the woods. Is that okay?
Sure.
yeah. I just okay. So that means the voice didn't have anything to do with what we were working on right now.
What? I don't know.
Right. Okay.
Who remembers where the van is?
Do I remember where the van is?
Should be right back that
You
way.
do.
Way
Yeah.
we came.
Yeah, I'll pull out the keys and jingle them and say, "Awkward. You need another piggyback ride?"
Well, probably not if we're just walking.
Are you?
But I'll
hurt,
take it if you're
Awkward?
offering.
Right, and then Awkward immediately trips.
You taking that hover advancement?
If only you could
As
fly.
if only you could fly. As you are walking back to the car, Harlow, you described during your ritual the kind of the filigreed pattern that extended over your hand, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You glance at the back of your palm, and see you know what like a white tattoo looks like, where
Yes.
it looks you can see a shape like the symbol that you made when you drew that power burned like a tattoo into your hand and in onto the back of your hand and a little ways up your forearm. It's a
Dang.
little hard to see, right? Because it is that like white and it blends with your skin fairly well, but it is raised enough that if somebody looks, they can see it. You catch it first, right? Because you're looking down at your own hands, probably like you're sorting your pouches, making sure
Right.
you got all your shit, and you catch a glimpse of it as from a certain light, it kind of glimmers for a second, almost like it's shining.
As we're walking back, I'd like to walk next to Awkward and kind of nudge him a little bit and say, "Hey, I know what you did back there.
What are you talking about?
You twisted fate again."
You sure it was me?
I give you the look of who else is it?
I don't know. Amorous coincidences happen.
They do indeed. I'm glad you're all right.
Me too. Did you see how they were like focused on me? I thought we had
So-
killed that one.
This whole thing was strange.
I'm glad it's probably over.
Why? Am I the only one still wondering why there were Rusties killing people? Like, I mean, I get somebody went up the stairs and that made some Rusties, but like,
Yeah.
Wait,
Clowns.
hold, Cam, hold on.
I one
Sorry.
had some real specific behavior, walking past everybody, killing the one guy, and one going after Harlow and one going after Awkward, and
Who wishes for clowns?
yeah, I mean, okay, the
Well,
the one that killed the frat boys, I guess, because maybe the guy who went up the stairs was like didn't like him in the same school, but like, what does that got to do with Awkward and Harlow
Well,
and that cop?
I can't speak for everyone else, but I think I pissed it off when I peeked into its mind.
Yeah.
I think I
Oh,
might
that
have
makes
brought that on
sense.
myself.
Hmm.
All right, but
Or
that don't
or
explain everybody else.
Well, wasn't it like a fear monster?
I'm just saying, maybe we're not quite as done as we think. There might be something still going on we don't know about.
Well, with that, I think you're probably right. But at least we're free of clowns for the moment. And I think that's a W.
Deb will start humming "Send in the Clowns" to herself.
yeah.
Oh, for sure, it's for sure. This is a win, but I don't. Cameron will look over at Harlow. I I think some people might still be in danger.
Probably, maybe, but um, I don't know where next.
Well, we'll never truly know where next. But that's why we're here. That's why you're here. We're what stands in the way. We, together, stand on the threshold. The crossroads of fate are before us. This is but one step. And a step we take together. I like intentionally take a step.
All right. I mean, yeah, okay. I'm just trying to make sure we're watching out for things. I gotta file a report about this. I am still not entirely sure what the heck happened, but it's still good work, everybody. Hopefully that should put an end to the killer clown attacks. I gotta figure out what I am going to tell that police officer that had to kill a cop or had to kill a clown in the middle of the street.
There is still the larger question of why people get killed or go missing, and then the town just sort of forgets about them.
Hmm.
Why do you think I left?
It's actually why I moved here.
All right, well, that sounds like a excellent conversation to have once we're out of the woods and maybe over some pie and coffee.
Hmm.
Denny's.
So
Do you
moon's over
know?
my hammy with my name on it.
I was just going to say, did you know they have a sandwich about a moon?
I
I
feel like
I loop arms
with
with Omeros. Yes, I do, sweetheart. Yes, I do.
smash cut in the Denny's in the same booth in the corner.
That
Amros
corner
has
booth that has the round
yeah.
seating. Yeah, yeah.
Yep. The food is just getting delivered. Amros, there is two of those two plates of those placed in front of you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right. Any conversations anyone wants to have? It's at this point, it's probably about 5. You've been sitting for a bit, just decompressing from all of that. Deb, you have received the coroner's report,
Mm-hmm.
which is just that Reggie Maida died of a large number of stab wounds, essentially.
Okay.
Ugh.
with the only thing that was noted as slightly abnormal is that the knife was abnormally sharp for what
Okay.
would have been a hunting knife, meaning the incisions were a little too clean.
Right, gotcha.
Um, Cam, you at this point begin to get like a bunch of texts from that cop asking where to send everything because like they've got your phone number, right? Which is just your card.
Yeah. They get the work email.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you are getting a bunch of emails about all of the people in the frat house, skimming through them. The like there's not much that stands out to you. The details you have about Reggie that they were put together is that Reggie was like well liked. He was one of the more popular people here. The only other thing is that Reggie was a little bit of a philanderer. Um, and like that was initially considered when they were considering who might have done this, right? You flag it as like, is there a jilted lover or something? Though as of yet, it's still the same day. Nothing has come of that.
Yeah. I'm also going to especially look for people who went missing recently but were not murder victims. Like no body recovered, presumed runaway, that sort of thing. I know somebody went up the stairwell and vanished. Maybe
Yeah, actually, you get
put a name to that.
a little piece that there was the most recent student that went missing. The one the dean referred to.
Mhm.
The dean says that he just left and didn't come back. The cops actually have a missing persons report filed for him. And his name was Braden Lichter. He was last reported by his roommate uh, before apparently going out into the. But people thought the police's current theory is that he just went hitchhiking because he did pack a little bit.
File that into my notebook. Try to remember to go ask around campus about this person and try to figure out why in the world they would consider going up a magic stairwell without actually being able to use those words.
Uh,
I turn to the table and say, I'll be right back. I have to go feed Artemis. And I teleport back to feed my cat as I, Sean, go to the bathroom.
yeah, you like walk you walk into the bathroom of the Denny's. Beer.
Yeah, and then open the
Yeah.
door into the apartment.
Any other things you were doing while you're sitting here? Any conversations as we're in the decompression after all of we're in the diner scene after everything's gone down again?
Would it be better to we could wait till
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think, are we at session time or are we coming up on session time?
We're coming up on session time.
Okay.
There's
okay.
no more anything left besides closing stuff out, RPing if people want to. No more
Gotcha.
like major action. Unless you want to do a roll for something.
I don't think anything besides trying to heal our friends who are still
Mhm.
hurt.
I will cautiously take the amulet off, turn to
Uh-huh.
Deb, and say, thanks. And hold it
Happy
up.
happy to help, hon.
Once you take it, he will very quickly and awkwardly hug you, and then like immediately weirdly let go and put his hands on his pockets.
You may try and immediately weirdly let go, but Deb will pull you in closer for a more meaningful hug. And then
Aw.
let you go.
His hands drop.
Awkward. As you like break and move back a little bit, you get like as you took the amulet off, a smell got up your nose that like you feel the sneeze coming on. It smells like rotten eggs or something like that. For just a brief moment, you caught like a whiff of it as you're like working your way towards a sneeze that finally lets itself free.
Wait. That sounds so familiar. Am I allergic to something?
I don't know. Okay. Any last conversations before we end session? Or any last anything anybody wants to do? We can also shift, if you want to a montage of closing things out if, we want to go over the next several days, try to, as Cam said, like, get more information, stuff like that.
I think montage ending sounds great.
Okay. So we'll, just to clean things up, so that next time, I've already gotten it written out what the next thing is going to be. We'll still probably do 2 weeks, assuming I get time to write it out a little bit more, but I know what it's going to be, so it's looking like probably we'll be fine. Assuming everything horrible that's going to happen doesn't happen. But for the moment, we'll say we're going to the next like 3 to 4 days, right? This happened on a Saturday. We wake up the next day and it's Sunday. Over the next few days, does anybody have anything they want to close this one out? Any things they want to follow up with or on?
I can tell the party where I recognize that voice from, if that's still.
Hmm.
Sure, that could have happened at the diner conversation if you wanted it.
Yeah.
Rewind.
Harlow tells a story of going camping when I was a kid. I used to live out in Colorado, and my family used to be really outdoorsy. I was in the Girl Scouts and everything. And then one of our trips, I was probably about 10. I couldn't really sleep, and I got up to kind of wander around in the dark. And when I did, I was. The nice thing to say probably still is kidnapped um, by a creature that had owl eyes and butterfly wings, and he was really funny and nice. And I felt like I talked with this guy for like hours while he just kind of took me into the forest. And I was gone apparently that whole time. I don't remember much, but I remember that he asked me questions and I asked him questions, but I only got something in. Well, I got my sight from him. Actually, he asked me what I would give for something that I wanted, and I gave him some kind of answer, but I don't know what it is. Um, but he's here, apparently, also. I don't know what he is, um, where he lives, I guess. Just that he's been around, I think.
Um, I can I investigate a mystery to know if I have heard or know of what Harlow's talking about? Like, have I run across it?
I would
Or would that be
request
a past lives?
lives, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
I would like to do something probably unnecessary.
Sure.
I would like to empath to see how Harlow feels about that whole memory slash situation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, are there
Mm.
rules to that?
You open your brain to feel the emotions of someone right there in front of you.
Ah,
On 10 or
Give
more,
me
you
the
gain a
roll.
clear impression. On 7 and 9, you gain a hazy impression. Yeah, that'll do.
okay.
So yeah, you
He
can give
has
the answer.
nothing but like pride for this memory. This is his most cherished memory.
Interesting.
All right.
I was in Colorado. I had to find my PM to you to remember what cities I had already mentioned, and Colorado was one of them.
Okay, ask me one of those questions.
No, I got nothing. Unless I was complicit in kidnapping Harlow.
Holy.
Well,
They could've
I'll
been part of a
leave it up.
search and rescue.
Oh my
Here's the
god.
thing, Cam.
You
I'll
won't,
leave it
you
up to
coward.
you. You want to ask me a question, Cam?
Turns out it was a government operation.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you were hallucinating.
Cam, this could get real weird, Cam. You got the opportunity to fucking make something happen here. You gonna do it?
The worst part is one of my question options is, do I know anyone who might be behind this? Me.
Yeah. Yikes.
It's
Okay.
me.
So
No, I'm not going to ask
okay.
that question because
Very
that
well.
feels like too invasive on,
I need to
on
write.
Max's character.
I need to write your failure down so that I can note it. This action will have consequences. Well, actually, no, it won't, because this is the one move where there is no move that I make. You just don't.
Yeah,
When a thing, yeah.
I
You're good.
can ask a question, but
If a thing stipulates what happens on a fail, then I can't do any chicanery with it.
Okay.
It simply is what it says. So you do get experience, you don't get dinged. Like I can't write it down or do anything.
Yay.
Amaros, what is your question?
I hear like you begin describing the man, the thing, the being, the entity, and like kind of it like I start to see it sketch out, and then I feel it's either I'm looking at a painting of it, or maybe I'm looking at if it's a species, maybe I'm looking at one of them. But the question I ask is, what important hidden secret can a past life show me the way to?
Huh. So here's a fun one. As your eyes haze over into this reverie, is I guess the like Westworld style reverie, right? As you remember this past year, you are in the deep in Eastern Europe. In this particular case, this is one of the times where you just wandered and healed. This was a time of sickness and plague, and you could offer some measure of help. You maybe couldn't fix the illness always, right? But you could help, and you seem to be immune to it yourself. But there have always been tales of things in the forest, things which offer and bargain and make compacts with people, right? As far as your question being, what is the way to uncover a secret, right? The only way that past you reckons that you could do that would be to determine that the advice you would have given to somebody who made a pact or a bargain with something in that time would be that you must know exactly what terms were in order to know anything more. The types of things that can do this are as varied as anything in this world, right? And to know more, you would need to know what was asked and to know exactly what was given. you get a flash of like offering this advice to somebody in a tavern, as they are terrified because they tell you that they have spoken with something that with sharp teeth and yellow eyes and forest.
Hmm. Can I reflavor that a bit?
Okay.
Um, what do you think about as I'm reliving this memory, to add like a further more like esoteric divine nature to it. It's that like I'm also projected there and I'm talking to myself about it, right? I am
Yeah.
there, and it's I pose the question to myself, and this
Uh-huh.
past self understands like, oh, of course, right? We've run into this now.
Mm-hmm.
And gives whatever kind of knowledge it
Sure.
has.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I tell I ask you, Harlow, so you don't remember anything about it, just pieces.
Yeah, and also it was, almost 20 years ago now.
Hmm.
But I mean, I wrote it down as soon as I could, and I have it posted on forums and stuff, looking for other people who've seen him or others. It's what brought me to Beeman Bay, because people go missing here, and I went missing.
You went missing, and you're missing from the prophecy.
Holy shit.
I think if we find a way to either unlock your memories, or honestly, I don't know, we might be able to find more. Maybe what happened to you, but maybe about what's going to happen.
Yeah. He just starts to grin. I can't I can't tell you how much it means. I mean, I know you guys have seen crazy things, but most of my life was spent knowing I'd seen something incredible and no one believing me. And not only have you guys seen crazy things, you heard him. Like, he's real.
This is very exciting.
If you want, I could ask the agency if you have like a description or something. I don't know if you really want me to do that though. I mean that'll be in record after that.
I mean, I remember owl eyes and butterfly wings, and I don't think that's gonna get anyone much of anything.
I have an
Yeah,
idea.
I mean you want me to ask you just let me know. I'm not gonna do it without your say so.
Thanks.
I have an idea. This will take time to understand and prepare. Not something we can do now, but it might be possible together. Perhaps using our different abilities and knowledge, and perhaps maybe we can link minds, maybe even explore your memories.
His eyes are just wide and reflecting the fluorescence above him.
It's like projecting consciousness. You're the information is there. It's just hidden. But we could find a door.
Yeah. If he hasn't taken it. If it's in there somewhere, I want to know more.
Oh, it would take all of us. Auckland, definitely.
I can't promise anything, but I can try.
I think we'll need you as a way to bridge everyone together. But more time, research.
More moons over my hammy.
The last bite.
Okay. With that, I think I'll real quick, if anybody has any pressing things in the next few days that they absolutely want
Hey,
to,
Do we heal or do we need to roll to heal?
you heal.
Okay.
You heal.
Woo! Let's
Yeah,
go.
You heal. You heal, Nat.
Guys, I was dying.
Oh God. Yeah, y'all got fucked up.
Yeah.
Pretty rough out there.
Yeah, pretty rough out there. Those clowns.
Those fucking clowns.
That old man through hands.
Furbies, now clowns. We gotta get
good.
Yeah.
Could have been worse without those jinxes.
For real,
Yeah,
dude. Nice.
Honestly,
Like
yeah.
killer dice.
Cam, you're the one who most stated wanting to do some investigative cleanup. Do you want to throw a roll for that, or are you okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Investigate a mystery. I am not good at this.
Oh my god, it's Cam like
Oh.
typing up his after action report.
Oh,
Not good
no.
at this.
Oh my god. Okay, well I will write that one.
He put it off. He put it off. He
Yeah,
procrastinated.
Cam, you realize that the problem you're having immediately is having to talk to fucking early 20-somethings. And the sampling you have of early 20-somethings to talk to is not representative of normal early 20-somethings. And these
I think
fucking kids are fucking intolerable.
I think it's even worse. I think I go to the dean of students.
Yeah.
Like, hey, what can you tell me about this kid? Like, how well did you know him? And he's like, this is one kid out of hundreds. I didn't
Yeah,
know him
I
at
don't know.
all. And like, while I'm having that conversation, without thinking, I just pick up the bug that was in there.
Uh-huh.
Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
hey, what's that? And I'm just like, oh, sorry. And just trying to like put it back.
Okay, you know what? I like that. I'm writing that down. You've chosen this. I like it a lot. Cam moves the bug.
So funny.
The real problem I think you have after that, like when you try to chase down the leads among the kids, is like Reggie got around. Reggie was playing both sides of the aisle. Reggie was absolutely like slaying a path through the campus.
Oh
And
no,
so when
I'm
you-
asking about the kid that went missing, not the guy that was murdered. I'm asking about the kid that disappeared because I'm
Oh,
still trying
true.
to figure out what drove this guy to go up this stairwell. Like, how did he even find it?
Yeah, I think
And,
with a 5,
I'm not
you don't
coming
get
out.
anything.
I'm not coming out with
No
answers
answer.
on that one.
You just hear how much fucking ass Reggie got,
Reggie
no matter where you
slayed,
go.
yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not asking about I'm asking about but Reggie, man, he was. Yeah, I don't care about Reggie.
Well, everybody's talking about Reggie because he just got fucking slaughtered in
He
his
just got
room.
fucking murdered.
Like yesterday. And you're a fucking cop, and they're all like, "Oh my god, yeah, somebody was really angry at Reggie, and it's a jilted lover." And you're like, "I'm not asking about goddamn Reggie."
I guarantee.
about-
First
Right,
off,
and
I
Reggie-
guarantee you, it was not a jilted lover. He was murdered by a clown.
Right. And Reggie, who was
Right.
killed
What?
like a day ago, two days ago tops, at some point in your frustration, you're just like, I don't care about Reggie. And everybody's like, oh my God.
Oh my god, we're about to
my
hold a
God.
vigil for it.
I
Tomorrow.
imagine at some point I'm like, not Reggie. I'm asking about this other kid, and everybody just kind of goes, Who?
Who? Yeah, they're like, yeah, we're about to hold a vigil for Reggie.
Oh my god.
Okay. Good failure. Wrote it down.
All right,
love
that
that for
actually
me.
pushed me to 5 XP already. So
Hell yeah, dude.
Was that what you needed? Did you wait? Did you?
I mean, I wanted answers, but yes, that did push me to 5 XP.
That's excellent. Okay. With that, we will close out the case of the Rusties.
I can take another professional move.
Hell yeah.
I can
Let-
now bottle it up.
Yeah, you
Oh
can.
my god.
Oh my god, Bottle It Up is so good. It's so good. It's so good narratively a thing to give to me. Oh,
From rusty to dusty.
from Rusty to Dusty.
From Rusty to Dusty. Wait, how much XP do we get?
Well, let's see. Did we conclude the current mystery?
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Yes.
did.
Yippee!
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Saved Harlow,
Probably,
saved
yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah, many of us. Many of us.
None of us died, and we were all
True.
in immediate danger.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was pretty brutal. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Yeah, the Bentons.
The Bentons.
The Bentons, Harlow's
Yeah,
weird,
well, yeah.
Oh, that's
weird
next
fey-like creature. I'm not sure.
My magic buddy.
His
Yeah,
magic
your
friend.
buddy.
Also, some weird thing that grants wishes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. An eldritch horror that grants
Yep.
wishes. That monkey
Very
paws you.
explicitly eldritch. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters?
Oh, the
Yeah.
hunters. Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, that marked two experience for everyone.
Heck yeah. Halfway there.
And next time we will pick up with a case I have currently as the little taster. It is called The Lady of the Lake.
Ooh.
Hey guys,
Did
Yeah.
you hit it?
I did.
Oh
You
my
failed
God.
a lot, dude.
Oh my god.
You failed a fucking lot.
Holy cow. What are you doing?
Definitely advanced 2 basic moves.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so strong.
Hmm.
I'm going up a sharp point, I think, because
Sure.
I do love those mystery rolls.
Mhm.
I just gotta figure out which basic moves I want to do.
Yeah, who all leveled up?
Not me. I only have 3. 'Cause I'm
I
not that
did.
good.
I did.
Nice.
I think this is my
did.
third.
Yeah, Amros, you failed early and then proceeded to whip so much ass so consistently that
What can I
Fucking-
say? I'm
yeah.
blessed.
Amros tends to just lock in. Amros,
I'm blessed.
the plot goes like, yeah, no, Amros is just gonna go ahead and succeed now.
I want to fail.
That's
though.
fine. He's divine. That's like
Yeah.
the whole. If he
And
didn't do that, he'd be a fail angel. you
Yeah,
know?
to be fair, that
Yeah.
is my luck with divine things rubbing off on you in this game. That is you manifesting my power and using it against me. Okay.
Yeah. Very
Third
cool.
advancement +1 sharp. Like that.
Oh,
Keep it
that's right.
easy.
I never wrote mine down. Whoops.
Adam, do
Keep
you
it
already
easy
know?
while we're gonna be on hiatus.
Do you want to share with everyone what Bottle It Up does? I fucking love it.
1 second. I never wrote down my third advancement.
What's your sharp at now, Max?
+2.
Oh, +2.
Min-maxing, baby.
Can you get a +3 in sharp, or what's your +3
My +3 is already in weird.
in weird? Okay.
Yeah.
Bottle it up. If you want, you can take up to a +3 bonus when you act under pressure. For each +1 you keep, the keeper holds 1. This hold can be spent later to give you 1 for 1. I'm sorry, it can be spent later 1 for 1 to give you -1 on any move except act under pressure. Question about that. When do I decide what bonus I have to decide what bonus I want before I roll, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Let me double check that. uh,
I guess.
What does that say specifically?
Night.
Good night.
Hey, Doug.
Night,
Night.
Doug.
Have you better?
Yeah, so if you want, you can take up to +3 when you act under pressure. So I think, I think am okay with you using it after the roll is called, because I think that is cooler. Considering the backside of it is pretty punishing, right? You're handing me a -1 to do the same to you later.
Yeah.
Right? I decide later when that -1 hits you after you succeed, and I decide you don't, right? So I think
Got
it makes sense for you to do the same on the front end.
Okay.
Make
Yeah, I guess
sense?
as long as we're consistent on when
Yeah.
it's getting spent, that's all. Okay.
So when you throw it, you can, if you got a 9, you could say, I'd like to use my bottle it up. Or, however many points you want to do.
Yeah.
And then I write those down and I use them the same way on you. Or I'll actually give you the option. Would you rather do it that way where I decide after and you decide after? Or would you rather do it we each have to call before? You can think about it if you want. You don't have to decide now.
Okay.
It's which game do you want to play with me,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Wasn't it?
Because if
he
I do it
calls and
before,
then
if I have to do it before, I'm far more likely to go for a higher bonus consistently. Whereas if I do it after, then there's a lot of I've got a 6, I'll do a +1.
Right.
Whereas if
but
I was choosing before, maybe I do a 2 or a 3.
bigger
Af-
gamba.
yeah, and after correspondingly lets me